Hello, welcome. Time to play the Path of Exile 2. Here's my Totem Warrior. Same Totem Warrior as before. He looks a lot different now.
Look upon ye, 3 peasants surround you, staring in wonder.
Look at these peasants.
Look
Look at me, peasants
now staring at you.
Do they know I spent $480 on this fucking pack? Do they know? They must. They better
have no idea.
They better know. They have no idea. Each one of these hammers was like $20 or something. So like $40 just for the hammer enchantment. It's ridiculous.
Like, do you know what each one of my hammers costs? Is basically a Steam game.
You fucking peasants!
Jesus
and then when you get the $480 pack, they give you $480 worth of points. So 4,800 points. And I realized that a lot of people, this is how they spend their money in Path of Exile. They buy the supporter pack first, and now they have a bunch of points. And then they're like, what do I buy with my points? And when I had like that many points, I didn't have all of it because I didn't buy it at once. I was slowly upgrading. So I upgraded from the second to last tier to the last tier for like, I was like at $185 because it's 480, but the one before it cost 240. But then I also already spent a little bit more than that on top of that on some other things. And so they actually keep track of all of that you've spent. So they're like, okay, you already spent even more money on top of 240 towards the next one. So that's why it was only 185. But then because it includes art book, the shipping was $50 fucking dollars, which is bullshit. And there was even more shipping for the hoodie and the t-shirt, by the way, too. So it ended up being like,
for that supporter price, the shipping should honestly be free.
I know, right? They're like, I don't know. Don't
Ridiculous.
they have like little kiwi birds or something that could do deliveries for them or something? I don't know.
Be covered. Shipping cost should be covered.
But so then you end up with all these points to spend, and then you're kind of just like, you're only really looking at the value of things relative to each other. So you're like, well, do I want 2 of these for 200 points each for 400 total, or do I want the thing for 400, or do I want to go for the bundle? And the bundle is what they do is it's about 1,000 usually, but they'll make it 600 like on sale or some shit like that, you know, and then it'll be like the full, I mean, sorry, even the bundle itself will, not that it's on sale, all the pieces, if you bought them individually, would cost 1,000, but if you buy it together, it's 600, you know. So then, and then I was even opening mystery boxes and shit, which cost 50 points to get random stuff, and sometimes I would get really lucky and I got like a $27 item. Like, let me look, here's like an armor, for example. This Scarlet Clay Mage body armor was a $5 pull, which is like a $27 thing. This is actually, it's one of the ones, I was pulling these chests in Path of Exile 1, by the way, and like half of the things from it work in Path of Exile 2. Some of them don't work still, though. But then I actually bought the Starfall bundle because it came with the Starfall weapon and the full Starfall outfit, which is this kind of like spacey looking whatever, you know. They have this whole series of effects, by the way, in this game, in Path of Exile 1, I mean, where you see this kind of like spacey effect on my robe happening on my back.
Yeah.
And it's like a flat texture. So it's like when you turn away, it's not there. When you turn to it, it's like revealed. But it's like, it's not moving with the robe, right? So as I turn my robe,
that makes it look like it's
revealing
spacey.
Revealing a dimension or something, right? Well, so they started doing those effects like around this time when they added this guy called the Shaper into the game, and they had all these weird like effects like that, and then all the armor sets that came out had that effect, and like, I think it's overdone though. They do it on too many weapons and too many things, and like,
yeah, I've seen it a lot.
And it's already, I like it on this one, but even here, honestly, I don't like it, even on the robe, because it's just too much. Like,
should be toggleable if you want.
There's weapons.
That effect.
There'll be like a sword where you swing it, and then in the weapon trail that it leaves behind is you'll see into the portal into the other world. I don't know. It ends up like looking just like they're layered the texture on top of the screen. I think the other effects where they're like actually flames and particle effects look cooler to me. I don't like this whole gimmick that they're doing, basically, but I ended up buying it anyways. Most of the effects that I got, like the Starfall weapon effect, don't actually work in Path of Exile 2 yet. The few that did work, the ones that did work are this Divergence weapon effect, this purple shit on my totems. That one's pretty good. I really like that one. I like it because it outlines your weapon. Anyways, Let's actually play. I'm still the same totem guy, I swear. I just look like a god now. I'm
just a chill god,
still a
guys.
chill
Relax.
guy.
I'm just a chill god.
I'm like that hooded guy. He's like, I have to tell you the truth now. I am a god. I was too embarrassed to tell you I was a god.
Yeah.
Alright, so to
I
act...
want to be humble, but I got these powers.
Oh shit, we gotta go back in time or something, no?
I think we're just going to the... Oh, yeah. You're right. Not available on this waypoint.
Time portal. There's a weapon, there's a character effect that I got. That's what I was trying to get. Let me actually show you this real quick. There's this one effect that I got. And there's only like 2 you can get in Path of Exile. Or there's 4 of them. They're all the versions of the same shit though. Demonic Ghoul character effect. There's a few others that work that you can get from Path of Exile 1, like the Siren one. I just don't like any of them, basically. But this one turns your character red. I like that. You see how cool the hammers look with that?
Yeah, it didn't have the glow effect or the fog effect.
But if it didn't have the other divergence weapon, then they would just be red and it wouldn't actually be that cool. And I hate the blurring shit that you're talking about, the ghoul effect. Yeah, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's the only option. It's kind of weak, the cosmetics they have in Path of Exile 2 are actually kind of lame.
Considering they're selling this $400 pack, was that for 2 or 1?
That was for 2, yeah.
Considering the price, they should have that shit ready to go.
Well, and then especially since, like, in order to get these cool weapon effects, like this divergence weapon effect, I had to go into Path of Exile 1 to buy it. Isn't that weird? If it's available in 2, that should be in their store. Like, isn't that weird that it wasn't? Yeah. They need to get on top of their shit. There's a lot of money. There's billions of dollars being lost.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go to your...
Stand over here with your other super robed character. I want to take a screenshot. Come stand right here. That's a good screenshot spot. Down here.
Oh, that's not you next to that portal? Jesus Christ.
Some freak.
You look like the other peasant. All the peasants look the same. I can't tell you apart.
Yes.
You're all wearing brown, like, Muppet clothes, you know, like dirty rags and shit.
Yes, we're just fucking dirty.
I'm a god over here.
Now, turn so I can see that back of the robe. Do a turn! And turn halfway. Now I can only see your back. Turn a little bit less. Yes. A little more. Yes. Screenshot it.
Why is he doing like a fast rotate? Did you notice it? No, it goes past it.
There we go. I like these stairs and the bricks and stuff. It's very cool.
Let me show one more thing. Watch this. Stay here. Don't come through the portal. I'm about to show you my portal. This is also one of the things I actually liked from the $480 fucking supporter pack. Is the portal.
Yeah, you showed me this earlier.
The portal actually is one of the nicest portals.
Actually bring this through, yes. Oh yeah. That's a nice one.
The god comes out from his god portal. I like standing behind it and pretending I haven't come out yet. It is not a closet.
I can walk through it.
The portal. I am a god. Hello. Did you need help? Anyways, let's actually go do. Oh, look at that!
Cool.
When it closes. Oh, I didn't know it had like a.
Yeah.
Art. Very nice.
One of the best effects of the portal opening and closing that I've actually seen.
Yeah, the one I have in Path of Exile 1 I really like. It's a gold one. A bunch of gold pouring out of it, like gold coins. It's a gold skull thing, but it rises out of the ground in a weird way when you come near it. It's like weird. Yeah, this one looks super nice. Is it worth $480 though? Well, you get so much other stuff. It's like, you know, what's this portion of it? I don't know. Is this worth $20? Yeah,
probably. I don't know.
It's one of the. It's like they make it exclusive on purpose. They make the nice shit exclusive. This is like a classic microtransaction thing in all games, you know. Anyways, I'm going through to Agarat.
All right.
They always make the $400 gun skins in Counter-Strike the nicest, you know. The fanciest, at least. Wow, look how nice this...
Why do the rich always get the best?
Because they can afford it, I don't know.
Battle. that one song from System of a Down. Why do they always send the power? Why do they always send the power? Let's see you fight. I expect a better fight out of you just because you're wearing a fancier outfit.
That's the funny part.
Things.
I still can only put one totem down at a time, so.
Yeah.
I'm a god, but I am a worthless god.
So what can you do to your character to make him a beast like you did with your monk?
Holy shit, your fucking comments are insane. Love it.
Oh yeah. And the true god is but a peasant in a robe. Isn't that how it really would be?
I know it is. It's true. Yeah. Look at you running around, calling down fucking comets from the sky. Like, and I'm like sitting here going like, look at my rich fancy clothes. I am the god, and like it's all in my head.
Would God show up like that? No, he'd show up in a rag robe.
He wouldn't want people to know he's the god. Yeah.
No one would expect this shit. But so what can you do to your hammer character to make him like a super build?
Well, so he just needs a lot of mana. Maybe I'm gonna remove the totems thing completely. I need to just play with him for a little bit. I've been playing with the other character too much, you know. It'll change.
The monk is too good, yes.
Once we get to the end, we start doing mapping. I'll change him around. But like basically, in Path of Exile 1, I made a warrior character, or marauder, or whatever he's called, and I just made him a brute. He's really fun to play. He just... Oh, fuck, he died.
Shit. What the fuck?
Hold on, the god can do something. He can revive you. This is a special ability only gods can do. Oh, every player can do it in Path of Exile? Oh, fuck, I thought it was just me. That was because I was a god. No?
I love him. I just want to do Flame Blast to save a bit of my mana some here and there, because otherwise it goes so fast. That's the only thing about this ability. It uses my mana flasks.
Something dropped. Oh, over here.
My mana flask like crazy. She's always like, out of mana, out of mana.
Wait, so come get this item.
Well, that is a beast.
There's a beast over here as well. Alright, I can drop hammers. I can still do that. I can still call. It's the hammer from God. You know. It's literally called the Hammer of the Gods. That's the name of the skill, the Hammer of the Gods. So, it's just
They should call your skills Hammer of the False God.
But it's confirming to me. See, in the language, it's been the gods. We created this language in order to reinforce our, confidence in ourselves and our abilities. These are the.
No mana.
So anyways,
I got my mana to 1400. It gets used so fast. It's crazy. These comets are hungry. They're mana hungry.
In Path of Exile 1, I'm just using 2 different slams with my character. One creates spikes that come out of the ground, and it says when you hit it with another slam, they explode. And then I just use any other slam to do that. And for that one, I use Tectonic Slam, which makes fiery fissures pop out of the ground. Boom. That time my armor broke his ass before I got the hammer on his head.
Nice.
Well, actually, I called the hammer, and then I hit him with one armor breaker hit, and that's all it takes to break his armor. But, like, it was happened in, like, slow motion. Like, my character's so slow. He was like, the hammer takes, like, 8 seconds to come down, or 4 or something. He's like, let me just do one swing. Ping! Hammer, boom! It's like... He's so slow. But anyways, my other character in Path of Exile 1, he's so simple, but he's so fun to play, because he just goes boom, boom. Like, he goes left, click, right, click, click, right, click, click. It's really, I don't know, it sounds really boring, actually. But it's so satisfying to just be, like, blowing up the screen with 2 clicks, and then moving on, blowing up the screen with 2 clicks, you know?
Mine has so many skulls and shit happening, and effects happening, it actually almost slows my frame rate. It's crazy.
Love it.
So many skulls flying.
So I might try and do that instead of the totems. Just because the totems, like, the totems can be made more powerful, right? But it's never going to change the way they work, which is that I put one down and I wait for it to do this little shockwave. was effective at first, you know. But the totems build is kind of like I played totems in Path of Exile 1, for example, and to the very end of the game, and it was like it's always kind of like a bitch character, like the witch. The witch is similar. So I'm not saying it's a witch character. I'm saying they're a bitch, but the witch is also a bitch. Like they both play like a bitch. Like you are staying at the edge of the screen and you're like avoiding the enemies and you're just trying to get them to die before you even come near them. Right?
A long-range sorcerer.
Yeah. So I put my totem down. And the idea is I can keep them at bay, you know. But it's kind of a slow. I mean, it's a safe play style, but the reason you do it is because it's cheaper to build that character than a character with good, you know, offensive stats, because everybody wants the offensive stats. Everybody wants that, so it's high demand. If you have the same supply of items, but you have 10 times the demand, it's going to make it 10 times more rare, because more people are buying it, right? So it doesn't matter if it's the supply or the demand that's making it scarce. That's how it was in Diablo 2, for example, with these things called torches. They would drop one for each type of class at the same rate, randomly. But then the paladin one was so much in demand, it was like 20 times as expensive as the normal any other characters. But if you played a weirdo class like a necromancer, it was like not even the price of a normal one. It was like half price, because nobody played that character, you know, or like very few people did, like weirdos did. The weirdo people who like playing, I don't know, the mechanics play the necromancer. But anyways, the totem type, caster type characters or necromancer characters are usually cheaper to play for that reason, because not everyone's playing them, and then like also they rely more on their skills for their damage than their weapons straight damage and stuff. So like my totems, I can get most of their damage boosted up by just getting all of the passive tree points that say increased totem damage, right?
Isn't that cool, by the way, just how many skulls fly out?
Yes, I like it.
Very epic. Just continue, sorry.
Anyways, I just want to make my character more simple and more direct. Like, so when I play with my monk character, the reason it's so fun is you want things to be happening immediately. Like, why would you want to put a totem down and wait for it to do its blast, when if you could just walk up to something and go bam, and it's already dead? Like, the only reason is because that one hitting didn't work, right? But if it does work, wouldn't that be the faster method? So, like, that's why you were not satisfied when your meteors or your comets weren't coming down enough, right? Because, like, you want that immediacy of, like, you can keep moving forward, and it's just like, now things are just dying in front of you, and you just keep moving forward and forward. Like, you want that momentum, basically, right?
Momentum-y.
And my totem idiot is not very momentum, because he's like, his mana is, he can only put 2 totems like every 30 seconds. It's bad. And I want to go back to where I was at the start when I had my totem guy, but he was still doing slams and jumps at the same time as totems, right? I went too totem hard,
too
totem heavy. Well, I mean, I just wanted to try it because I liked the totems in the first game, and I remember I was trying to get the hammers to go, and I was excited for that, and then it turned out like it wasn't the same, because in Path of Exile 1, the hammers come out of the ground like a raging fucking red erection with a hammer. So it's just like beating the ground, being like bam, bam, bam. It looks psychotic and like awesome. But in this, it's
too good. It was too good, so they had to remove it.
In this one, they took it too seriously. They went all like, you know, there's an actual totem and there's a spirit inside of it, and it's like a warrior, and like, we've got to respect the Harui fake, you know, because they base it off of the Maori. Even though it's a fake one, they're like, we gotta be respectful. It's like, you made up a fake thing, so you don't have to be anything.
Yeah. They've trapped themselves, you see. They forgot that this
I can still drop hammers, though.
It's not actually anything to do with the real tribe.
I don't think
they've trapped themselves mentally.
I hit him, but his armor did not break that time. It's like, I do the hammer, I get so slow. I try to do the armor break hit. I think they're slowing me. The enemies are slowing me. Because, yeah. I think his circle, when I went into it, slowed me. The enemies, that guy.
These are supposed to be N-tier hard enemies here. End of the game.
Yeah, well, we're too powerful now. the campaign. We need to reach the mapping part. And you will quickly reach the threshold that you will discover, like, when you just first start doing...
How many DPS is this build, anyway?
I don't know, you're doing a lot. We can,
How do people know what DPS their build is when they're really crazy?
You need to use that program, Path of Building. I can do that. I can plug all your shit into that at some point and then calculate it. In that program, you could even say, like, you know, there's certain states where they're like, after you critical, do a little bit more damage, or like after you this, after you that. You know, like there's all these bonuses you picked up in your passive tree and like in your across.
Would we really be able to build this particular build up?
Yeah, you can.
Comments dropping, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and you can even do it.
Calculate.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But you can do it to the point where you can even say like, you know, like, is my energy full right now? Is it, you know, like, are they currently exposured right now? Do I have exposure applied? Have I cursed them? All these things can just be. Oh yeah, stab that heart.
Don't I get 2 more points? Yes, I get 2 more.
Brutality.
Yep, me too. I got 3 points just there.
That's the last ones in the whole campaign, I think.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
What was I adding? I was working toward a section I started toward. Fuck, do you remember?
I wanted the gym. You were trying to get, up and to the left or something?
I completed that.
Oh, you did it. I don't know.
I completed this.
Elemental
this
damage,
shit.
spell damage. Anyways.
I'll have to look.
Elemental damage,
recording.
spell damage. You could search for those, is what I'm saying, in the filter. Spell damage or elemental damage.
Was it these 3 here? Was it these 4 here? No. Was it? No. I'll just search another time.
You search for spell damage. Yeah, anyways, I like to try and start my shit, like, where I have, like, a point going into it, just so I know later, like, oh, that's what I was trying to do, and, like, you're exactly at the point where you don't have any things you're trying to go into, so you gotta think about it.
There was something close, and I remember the final one, of course, was, like, a major bonus thing.
Anyways, it's something you should have... No.
This is the stuff you do when you're not recording.
I think I'm just going to make my area of effect even bigger. Or, well, actually... I think I need to do totem damage. I think it's time to do this totem damage. Totem placement speed, totem damage, totem damage, totem damage. Oh, maximum to number of totems. Ah, yes, I do want that. I will do... Well, see, I can't because of my mana. Oh, I need to get this other jewel socket as well. I have 2 jewel sockets I can get.
Did you ever get me that jewel? I think you did. I don't remember now.
No.
You never did get me that jewel.
No one responded.
Oh, yeah. That's something to do. Give me a little bit more power.
Anyways, we're gonna beat the end of this game right now. We're not doing any of that, unfortunately. I don't have time for that shit. We already spent hours. We already spent hours fucking setting up your shit. We're not doing it now. Nope.
That'll be something for mapping.
Crush them!
Shit, I gotta sell.
Come on, totems. I'm a god. I'm a god. also just feel slow, like, versus my other character. I think I need... Oh, I only have 20% increased movement speed boots. That's why. Am I ready to wear my higher ones?
Oh yeah.
I have
Fully upgraded.
I have higher ones waiting for me in the box. What level am I? Have I reached this level and I just forgot? Oh, I'm 67. I bet you there's 70. Bet you there's 70.
Seems like the way it goes with these builds is like they start off kind of, you keep tweaking it and tweaking it, and you get it like ridiculously powerful, like this one. Point I got
Yeah.
it now.
Well, and then certain ones you won't be able to make it more powerful, and then you'll try and then it won't work. Oh, I need to sell these. Which is fine. Like, you know, that's fun. That's the fun for me, is to discover what works and what doesn't. For a lot of people, they have a problem with that, and so they don't like to experiment and find out that in the end their thing works, and then they fucking complain and they have a mental breakdown about it, right? So like those people should go look. They should go look up guides written by other people who don't have mental problems, who played the game, and were able to make builds, because like that's the game. Like imagine, like it's the same thing happens in Magic the Gathering, by the way. Like only a certain percentage of people like making decks in Magic the Gathering, even though that's like what the entire game was like when it was designed. That was the kind of the point. So the original players of Magic the Gathering, they all liked making decks, but eventually it became like people just look up decks built by other people online, and they'll make fun of you for using a deck not made by a professional. They'll make fun of you for trying to play the game as it was designed. Be like, what?
It's the sickness.
They're like, why would you even try? Why would you even try to make a build? It's not like you're gonna be able to make a good build. Okay, what kind of a loser mentality? Who the fuck turned that person into such a loser that they can't believe in themselves? And you know what? I think like I'd rather make a shit build and have fun doing it, and then move on to the next build and have, you know, make 10 builds, and my 11th build is like the really good one. That's fun for me, and that loser will never experience that feeling of trying the different things and like discovering it, which is like what's fun. That's even more fun. He's never gonna.
I did enjoy a bit of that when we were trying to get my flame blast to really strong earlier. You know, I mean, there's nothing like this. It was like 1/10 as powerful as this shit, but still, it was fun to try to get it to like 10,000, 15,000 per blast. You know, which is now meaningless.
So, like, we did look up a lot of the stuff for your character, for example, because we were like, you know, and I was looking up stuff for Jerry too. I don't mind doing that. I'm not saying you have to do it all yourself. I'm just saying that, like, to copy something completely and then you know, or to just say that, like, because you didn't copy something completely, because you tried to change a few things, because you tried to customize it, but you're just an idiot for even trying. Like, that's what bothers me.
Here in the red tab, a unique item I found. No idea if it's any good, but since it's unique, I put it in here for you. Got a Jin Bara as well.
This thing looks cool. We already have one of these, I think. Won't go into the unique tab. I put it in my private one.
Oh, I see.
Put it in my private one.
Where do the Jin Baras go again?
So
you have a tab.
So your character, for example, is like
Found it.
that guy who looked up the guide for making the comets work or whatever. His main thing was just explaining how the cast on minion death works, and that fire flower amulet and the thing in the passive tree. So that's like, you should learn as much as you can about how the game works, and that's how you learn about it. You look at other people's builds. I'm not saying you shouldn't look at other people's builds. You will learn from them. I'm just saying that, like, people are stuck on thinking that they can only use other people's builds, and you're stupid for even trying to think you can be smarter than those people who make builds. Like, this attitude of, like, there's these other class of humans who are smart enough to make builds. I'm just an idiot peasant. I don't even try and dabble in that shit.
And that's how people in games, the gaming system, automatically identify themselves. Like, there's gonna be someone better than me. I can't do as well as these people. Why even bother? I'm just gonna be one of these used.
They're missing out on, like, such a huge part of the game, which is the fun. Like, that's what's fun, is that the game has so many things you can try and experiment with, and make work, and like, That guy, though, he probably had more fun because he actually went through the whole tree so many times until he found it. And then, so when he had that little moment where he connected, like, hey, if I use this amulet, Fire Flower, with that, what was that node?
He had the most fun.
The passive node was called, up here, it's called the notable thing that you got. I don't remember where the fuck it was. It was like...
Oh, is that the top and then a little bit to the left?
Necromantic Talisman. All bonuses from an equipped amulet apply to your minions instead of you. So, like, that mechanic, when you see that, you need to think, like, so what things... So now you need to consider literally every single amulet and think of, like, what ways that can apply to your minions and how you can take advantage of that.
There's a lot of these weird nodes on the passive tree like that, which people can probably figure out how to use properly.
We'll put the link to the guy's video in the description. He actually released a second video, a follow-up, showing how the Comet build is working in final map tiers and stuff, and the changes he made. And the really funny thing is, he made the same changes that we made. He didn't even have that in the first video, but he added the Ingenuity belt, for example. He, of course, got a 73% one, man. You only have a 57.
That seems to be like a really useful item for all builds in general.
Which is why it's going to get nerfed. But that's why it's not like that's creative or smart to add that to something.
Yeah.
But then there was another thing he added that was the same thing. Oh no, actually he added the thing that you aren't doing, which there's a whole new thing we need to look at, actually. Holy shit, I totally forgot. I just reminded myself. Can you look at this skill? We gotta cut a new skill gem.
It's shit, I just went to Agarat. Hold on.
It's a spirit gem. Probably like a 14 or higher, I bet you. And I probably can't see it, or maybe I can, but it's called armor. Arctic armor. I kept trying to get you to use Wind Dancer, but then I would say, like, it needs a martial weapon. Well, this is the version of, like, a buff that, like, is like a defensive... Like, I was trying to get you to get a Batmobile defense mechanism thing with the Wind Dancer where you get hit, and that one gives you evasion rating. This one gives you armor. Or what does it do?
What is it called?
This actually doesn't give you armor. What the fuck? It doesn't give you armor. I thought it gave you armor because of, like, Arctic armor and frost armor in World of Warcraft. I guess it's just... Conjures an icy barrier that gains stages over time. While the barrier has stages, melee attacks that hit you will remove a stage to cause a burst of ice that deals cold spell damage to the attacker. Basically, when you get hit, it'll freeze everything around you. Like a defensive thing.
Spirit gem, or what kind of gem is this?
The spirit gem, so that's a problem, actually, I just realized for you.
14?
It's actually only level 4. You can cut whatever, but...
The highest we have is 14.
Arctic armor, right at the top. It's the very top in the center.
Oh, there it is. Holy shit. Hiding in plain sight. I could have been using it from the beginning. Oh, this would require a slot, wouldn't it?
And spirit.
Oh, and spirit?
Yeah. That's what I was saying. This is going to be a problem for you, I think, actually. More than I realized. You need to set up your spirit and stuff.
I don't know what I would remove at this point. Blasphemy, I guess? Not as important as Archmage.
But
Blasphemy would be the one
for my
to go.
character, I'm basically gonna look up, like, there's this one slam that I liked, and so I want to look up, like, build guides that are based around that slam, right? And then I'll kind of, like, read them all, and I'll determine from that, like, okay, which one, like, what are they all saying? What's the common thing here? And then also you need to consider the costs of everything, right? Like, sometimes people put out build guides, and it's like, oh yeah, just 30 divines cost, or just 300. Like, people are insane. Like, they don't realize, right? Like, it's not a viable build if you need to have, like everything can be made to work if you have a fuck ton of money and high stats. Like, oh, suddenly everything works. Is that really a build? Like So whenever I'm looking for build guides written by other people, I'm looking for things that they've discovered where it's like a high value, low cost, super build where they've discovered something cool or secret almost. But of course, if it becomes too powerful and then it becomes too popular, then then everyone's doing it, and then those items become valuable. So if more people would do what you're doing, then suddenly Fire Flower would become, you know, and actually Fire Flower is already a valuable amulet because it's used for its actual other properties, like not applying it to a minion, but it has +3 fire skills, increased fire shit. I don't know. Can you look at your amulet real quick?
Fire Flower. Is this in Path of Exile 1?
Actually, why is that good? Why did that be good for a fire character? +3 to fire skills? Take fire damage and you ignite an enemy? Why is that good?
I don't know. Unless you can have some kind of thing that makes you immune to being ignited on yourself.
There might even be a way to make it so when you take damage, you do damage or something. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
And then the more damage you take, the more fire damage you take, the more you do or something. I don't know. Self-immolator. I don't know. They did have weird builds like that in Path of Exile 1 that I never really played with.
There's going to be some node that probably does that on the passive tree, and then it works with this amulet, just like this other node that we got for this. Arctic armor I put on uses up all my... Wait, I have 30 spirit left. What? Oh, it only takes 30. Blasphemy took 60. I took off Blasphemy because it only affects fire, and that's much less important to me.
I guess another way to think about these builds I just realized is like, I guess maybe the cost thing is okay, because the idea is like, you're never going to make it into like the final tier stuff on any build without some amount of high level items, right? Because like, just by the items being good, like even if you find them yourself, it's the opportunity cost of selling them at that high price. Like it's just, you're just gonna need high value items no matter what the build is. So then it becomes more about like, what about builds where like even if you spend all the money on it, they're still not viable? That doesn't work, right? So maybe that's how you actually expect out of a build guide, is that if you did spend the money on it, it would work. Rather than like, you know, what I'm hoping for is like a super build where you don't spend any money and it still works. And it's like, that's like I think that's harder to do. I think that's rare.
Well, shit, we don't have any support gems?
The nice
Level
thing...
14? I guess not.
There's only 3 levels of support gems. All right, let's go, man.
I'm stupid.
This is, you're proving
you
your...
want me to...
I don't know, not like that.
We'll set up this hypothermia or whatever, this frost armor later.
I thought you said you're not going to set it up because you didn't have room.
No, I removed Blasphemy. That only affects my fire. I don't care about that.
You don't care about that? That's a super good thing.
Yes, but if I can... I thought this frost armor is supposed to be pretty good.
Okay, you don't even know why, though. Like, you just removed a whole thing that enables your actual main thing to work to add a secondary Batman defense, mobile defense
I thought
system.
this Blasphemy only affected my fire-related spells.
It directly affects how effective your comets are because it makes your fireballs, skulls ignite things easier. That's the whole point. That's why you were using flammability. Because the flammability...
So it wasn't just for my flame blast.
No. The flame blast is the thing you should remove if you haven't already. Hopefully you still don't have flame blast. Right?
I've been using it still.
Then that wasn't the thing that you thought to remove? That wasn't the first thing you thought to remove? Flame blast? The skill you don't use anymore? Anyways, let's not do it now. Just don't use fucking Ghost Frost Armor. Jesus Christ, man. I didn't know this would be such a complicated thing for you.
Well, we'd have to fully set up Frost Armor. I'm not about to do that as we're recording.
Yeah, I didn't think you would remove fucking your Blasphemy shit for that. That's one of the things we did different than the guy. He's not using Blasphemy flammability, but I think that works very well.
Making the skulls ignite faster and...
Yeah, I think just in general, it makes the thing work, you know?
We're almost at the door. We need to get
you know,
to,
another thing that he did, which was interesting, that you might consider, because he put out like a second video, and I'll link that one too, and he added like a bunch of new stuff, new things that he's discovered in the meantime, you know? And especially this new things he discovered in the meantime that he started doing higher level maps. He's like on end game shit already, you know. He put a hypothermia inside of the cast on minion death. So that means it would bring down comets, but it would also sometimes cast hypothermia. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so one of the spells it would cast would not be a comet. It would be like a comet and a hypothermia, right? On death.
Oh, okay.
So that means like, if you're on a boss, it would put the so he doesn't even need to use.
Doesn't have to cast hypothermia, which is kind of annoying. You have to cast it. Yeah.
Yeah. The nice thing about the Blasphemy Aura version, though, is that it, like, you don't have to wait for the cast on death to happen. So the hypothermia being applied by the cast on death is like good on a boss because you're trying to kill the boss for a long time, so eventually it'll work. But like, if you want it to work on every enemy,
How arrogant.
the flammability, I mean, to help with the fireballs to call down your comets more, I think from that case the Blasphemy does actually help more, especially with you have a huge radius on it, don't you?
On which one? The Blasphemy thing?
Yeah, like it affects them very.
Yeah. I think it's been magnified at least once, if not even twice.
Is it not on or something?
It should be on.
Nice. I'm not seeing it.
I'm seeing it.
I'm literally not seeing anyone get vulnerability.
I'm an idiot.
I'm not seeing it on your screen or my screen either. I'm seeing it on both screens.
There it is. There it is. You are correct.
I wish you could see the radius of it, but you can't. You can only see where it applies when you see it. Oh, nice. Oh, very nice. What is this? Necromantle. They took Necromancer, and then Mantle, Necromantle. Okay, that's pretty cool. Jerry would like this. I don't know if maybe we already had this. Minions revive 50% faster. That's like a special effect. Do you have another identify scroll? And I also got a unique. I got a Demon Stitcher Intricate gloves. We already have like 3 of these. Do you remember these gloves that you got that are like sacrifice life to gain not much energy shield when you cast a spell? The thing that gains like constant energy shield as long as you're casting spells or whatever. You ended up like not using them.
Using that near the beginning of the game?
You were just trying them, yeah.
I see.
I think that's this way. Anyways, let's see the radius of it. I think you can see it when they can. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
It's like half the screen-ish.
Yes, it's a lot. So explain to me again how, I know I'm using the build, but I still don't fully understand it. So what is that doing exactly when they're getting cursed with the flammability? How's that?
So your
skulls are dying faster.
You're trying to get your skulls to die, right? That's your goal. And the way that they die is your amulet says when you ignite an enemy, take fire damage to yourself. But you have that passive node on your passive tree makes that amulet apply to your minions instead of yourself. So your skull takes damage when he ignites an enemy. So he needs to ignite enemies. That's the only thing you need to think about. I need my skulls to ignite enemies, and then they will die.
Flammability makes them ignite more easily.
Yes. Because the way that Ignite works is you need to do... Okay, it's up this way. The way Ignite works is you need to do a certain amount of damage, fire damage, to pass like a threshold, and then it'll ignite them. And if they have fire resistance... How did you get up there?
It's weird you have to go that way up. It's like a puzzle.
If they have fire
puzzle.
So if they have fire resistance, it's going to prevent you from doing as much fire damage, and that's going to prevent you from igniting them. And so you need to remove it, which it helps with. If they don't have fire resistance, It still helps because you're like doubling, you're now increasing the amount of fire damage they take because they're going into negative. When they go into negative resistance, it acts like a multiplier. That's why in this game, things like cold penetration, fire penetration, lightning penetration are actually powerful because they act like a direct multiplier if you can go past their threshold. Like if they have 30% fire resist, but you penetrate them 60, they're at negative 30, you're at like a 1.3 times multiplier because that negative 30 counts like a multiplier on their damage, right? So if you if a boss has 100% fire resist and you penetrate it like 125%, they're going to be taking more damage by 25% because the 100 is going to be removed, you know, and then you, right? So like ideally you'd want like 200% damage so that even the boss would take double damage even after you'd reduce, you know. But like good luck getting that much penetration. But that's the point of like exposure.
Oh, I'll penetrate that boss real good. Let's see how fast this end boss dies, by the way.
Here, look these stairs. This feels right. Or maybe that's it. Coming.
Not sure if this is the way or not. Gaunt Knife, the special is here. Against Shard.
Does he like the God Hammer?
All I know is that when there's a boss, I put down hypothermia and the other thing, a little glacial thingy, whatever that does.
Right. So then with the comet though, that comet setup, but of course he was doing that because he had 5 sockets on all of his spells. So, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's not really. I think for now you just cast the hypothermia. It's fine. Oops.
Is there anything else to do in this area besides the boss?
No.
No secondary objective?
So these races started, by the way, the Path of Exile 2 races started, and they had like the first one, and the warrior won by like a half an hour. 2.5 hours it took him to get to Act 3 boss and beat him. And then Onyx Smith over here is trying to be a little mini boss over here. Nice. I was watching like the official Path of Exile thing on Twitch, not while it was live, but like afterwards I was watching it, and they were showing like the top players that were kind of the furthest along, because they were all streaming, of course, which is a little weird because you think like, why are they all streamers? Well, it's because all the people who do like, who are good at speedrunning are usually streamers as well. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes there'd be weirdos who aren't streamers where they'd win, but nobody would see, you know, their win because they didn't record it. But most of the people were streamers, so you did see most of them. But it was because there's 6 winners, 1 for each class. So the warrior won first place, like overall. But 5.
Sorry, what's this?
5 other people would still win. Which one?
What's that?
Well, that's I found one, but it's on my other character because it's so good. Yep.
It looks like it's good.
Now.
I need more time.
Oh, you want me to put a totem down? My totem guy. Keep trying to hit it with my shield and it doesn't do anything. I'm so weak. Just using my totems like the only option.
Do I want to put that on instead of my chaos resist thing?
Can you drop it? Can I look at it? Talk about the golden charm. The first one he's seen of this, yeah, like the second one I've seen so far dropped. We've played a lot. And this is like the second time I've seen it, so it's kind of a rare drop, it seems like. Or maybe just a higher level one that we haven't seen as often yet. Used when you kill a rare or unique enemy. 30% increased rarity of items found. So now the problem is that these charms, they don't activate like on that hit for that hit. So they work afterwards. So does that mean you kill the boss and then anything that you kill the next 1 second, because it only lasts 1 second,
Oh,
will have
that's
higher
ew.
rarity? Or does
Ew.
the rarity apply to the kill? It should probably apply to the kill, or it's just kind of pointless. It makes me think that that's how it works, or else it would be broken, right?
Yes.
It must be. It must be for that, the boss, right? So it's definitely like a way to gain rarity, so, you know,
I'm putting it on.
yeah.
I'm gonna test. If we kill this end boss and drop some really rare shit,
Well, then you're
I'll
gonna.
say that's what it was.
Then you're gonna know. Then you're gonna placebo confirm a lot of very.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
gonna placebo myself.
Very good. Yes.
I gotta sell real quick.
All right, me too. Stash. Yeah. It's like this
What's
motherfucker.
with this
Motherfucker's
charm thing, how
gonna
they
build.
don't-
He's gonna be able to tell 20% rarity. By the way,
What's with this charm thing only working on a second hit? With that, what wouldn't the point be that they work on the first hit?
one would think, one would think, but
Makes no sense to me.
we have too many of these. Can I put it in the second unique tab? Yes, we have 3 of these Demon Stitcher gloves. There's 1 in the guild stash, 2 in my private stash. I have like, let's see, how many? I have a lot more. I have a lot more. I have 6 unique stash tabs. I'm a sick fuck. But so far only using 2 of them. So I think I'm going to try and turn my warrior guy back into a normal slamming brute instead of this totem guy. I just want to do like life leech, Maybe I should look up what that guy was doing on that video who beat the... Well, cause that's not really as relevant because the race is like... You're only reaching Act 3, so the race objective is, why would you want to build a super powerful character? You don't. You just want to make a character who can reach Act 3. That's it. So, like, and beat the boss. But I need to look up just, like, guides for, like, the different slams that I like using. And then just go back to being a slam beast with, like, life leech or life regen or something. Because that's actually just fun to play for me in Path of Exile 1. Or actually, you know what? In Path of Exile 1, there's a whirlwind move. But I don't know if there isn't anything like that in this one. Near whirlwind, near... The warrior rotates like this. But he just rotates constantly. He just spins constantly with his like axe out, and then it creates a giant aura. Imagine your blasphemy aura, but it does damage, right?
Oh yeah.
Can you open that portal? I think I used your portal. I don't think I opened one. Huh. Which I will open now, just so I can look at it. Peasant normal portal. A god's portal. I just came out of a painting, a religious painting, you see? That's why, because I'm a god.
False god. Jesus wore robes. False god.
The false prophet, Messiah.
These comments do so much damage though, it's like what, something like 15,000 per comment.
Oh, can we check that?
Yes. Kill these enemies and we will look. It was because of Archmage. Fucking it up.
One of the other reasons I really want to look up how to make your character powerful, though, right away, instead of letting you struggle with it, is because you need to first of all experience. You know how in the movies they'll sometimes or in video games, sorry, They'll do this in movies too. They'll start off like the most intense part of the movie, but the video game version of that is they give you all of the powers at the beginning of the game, and then they take it all away, right? Because they want you to experience what it's like at the peak of the game, or else you might think the game is boring when you only get the first 2 skills. So they need you to know, don't worry, little child, we'll get there. It'll get like this by the end. Trust us. You don't trust us? Fuck, we'll show you. Here it is.
We're trying to counter for Daikatana. Like, please, no, this is how it will be. Trust us. This is how it'll be later in the game.
All right, let's look at your cast a minion, death deals extra comet. Holy shit, average damage per use, 19,531 per comet.
Per comet.
And 6,600 to 9,900 is cold damage. 6,000 to 9,000 is lightning damage from the Archmage. So like half of your damage is from Archmage because you've basically reached you've reached 1,500 mana, which is what makes it basically do to 1.98 or whatever, because it's 7 times 15.
It would reflect the lightning somehow more in the comet falling. I want like electric arcs coming out of the comets as they're hitting.
That would be cool. A shirt doesn't do that already?
I don't know. I don't see anything like that happening.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything. It's all icy. Yeah, that's a good point. That should do that.
And now this one.
That one's only.
This one's a bit lower.
7,000 damage. Well, it's half.
Isn't this the one that has Cascade? So it has like, so 5 of them come down instead of like 1.
Yeah, so your other one's your big hitter comet. And then actually, so that one. You see that? Read that one, Biting Frost. Supported skills consume freeze on enemies to deal 50% more damage. So that one actually does even more than the 15,000 or whatever. It's doing 50% more on top of that. So like, 15 plus, that's like 22,000 or whatever. Because of that, because the other one is freezing them. So that one can't freeze them, because it cannot cause freeze buildup, but it does more damage. So then you need a way to freeze them, which is your other comet, which happens more frequently because they're of the spell Cascade and spell Echo. So your other ones are coming down a lot more, and they're freezing and chilling everything. And then that one comet comes down. Only one of those comes down, but like it's the killer. That's the sniper bullet comet.
And these ones freeze more, correct?
Because there's just more of them coming down. Because the spell Cascade, spell Echo makes like 4 of them come down each time, right?
Yeah. Somewhere between 3 and 5, I thought, is what it does.
No, because spell Cascade always makes it go left and right, so that doubles it to 2. And then spell Echo doubles it, so it's 2 times 2. It's 4. It's always 4.
Oh, okay.
I mean, no, it's 5 because the 5th one's your other comet. So because they all come down at the same time.
Yeah.
So it is 5. You're right. You're like, I swear I've counted 5. Yeah, the 5th one's the biggest sniper bullet shot.
It's kind of hard to tell with these comets because they're falling so hard and so fast. Really,
all right,
honestly hard to see what's even happening.
All right, let's see this boss. Let's see how he does with comets.
He's gonna die so fast. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, this end game part. Honestly, Cruel doesn't feel that difficult once you get geared up, right? Like, it feels kind of like the hardest part of the game was actually near the end of like normal.
yeah, because your character is relatively weak then.
Yeah.
The content and the bosses are like really hard to kill.
And actually, when I was watching the races, it's crazy how this is like going to be the Act 3 boss, right? This is the boss that they would fight at the end. This Doriani or whatever guy. And when we fought him first, we beat him really easily, even on normal. Like, he just wasn't that hard of a boss. But they struggled on him because they reached him so fast because they were racing. So, just like how long you take to reach it, maybe
wouldn't they have struggled harder on like the Act 2 bosses and shit? Some of those are insane.
Yeah,
if you're not properly leveled.
Yeah, I think so, because like I was watching how they would even do the races and stuff, and they just like run past everything. Like the very beginning of the game, they ran past all of the enemies and they only killed that guy on the gate, Hillock or whatever. And it's not Hillock, but in Path of Exile 1, he's called Hillock. It's the same thing. It's Hillock. It's fucking Hillock.
This guy sure likes to talk a lot. as you're going through the.
So this guy,
taunting you.
whoever this guy is, this voice actor, they have him in the same, you know, like Deresso or whatever, the guy in Path of Exile 1. He's like always talking. He's like about the arena, and he's gonna fight you, and he's like, come on down to the grand arena, and like he's got this kind of like deep voice, but he's got that accent or whatever, you know. Some sort of a Spanish deep voice, you know. He's like he's a Spanish James Earl Jones, you know.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And so that's why he likes to hear himself talk. Because if you were the Spanish James Earl Jones, you would probably like to hear yourself talk too, you know.
If you had a voice like that, I do wonder, would you like to hear yourself talk a lot?
I don't know. Oops, I accidentally switched.
Checkpoint. This must be it.
I don't even know where you are. I'm just trying to fucking catch up. All right. Oh, here it is. Yep.
Why is it called the testing pit of all things?
It says Doriani's greatest experiment.
Oh, I see.
At the eve of the end.
This is what I mean. We killed this boss so fast, you didn't even get to experience what the experiment was, right?
Yeah. What even is the experiment?
It's his like stupid spider robot bot thing that he fucking flies around with like an idiot. But like, think. Oh, he killed me. The hammer still hit him though. The hammer still killed him after I died. Like halfway behind the ice wall.
You know why we're here. It happened.
Ice wall will protect you. It's hilarious. Yes. Yeah, this robot thing.
This is his experiment.
We killed him so fast on normal.
My efforts be in vain.
His efforts, you know.
There is no escape.
Broke him, yes. Oh my god, he almost killed me with that shit.
Nothing will stand in my way.
There's just a lot of explosions happening.
My mana's flying down, but I think it's enough.
Yeah, I see.
Do we still have to fight him, or?
No, that's it. It's over. That's what I mean. It was too easy again. And like, I was watching these people doing the race. They had to actually learn the mechanics of dodging this shit. So like,
Wow.
you know,
All that I sacrificed.
look how cool this.
Ridiculous.
Look how cool it actually looks. The robot, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a hard fight because look how much effort they put into making it look cool and everything. And then,
Well, my mana was down to one drink left, so it was getting kind of close, actually.
The legacy of the
I think we're just
I'm
too.
out. I'm out. I can't do nothing.
And we're just too overpowered, you know.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
The thing about this build is, if I run out of mana, what do? I can wait until it charges one full
Oh,
bubble.
your flask route, huh?
Mana.
If only I had
But that's
more
it.
time.
I was almost out.
There is an ancient weapon.
But yes, as I
A
expected,
weapon that was used
too
against
easy.
the
But you
Russians
died somehow.
from a civilization lost to the
Yeah,
ancients.
nah, that was just a fluke. Fluke, I swear.
It's settled then.
Well, it means he can do one-hit kill shit.
Yeah,
on you.
but he
That's
dies
it.
too fast. Like, we are able to go through his health so fast that you miss out on all of his mechanics. Because normally you're supposed to be able to like only do a little bit of damage and he goes into the next phase. It's like, you know that wolf boss, when he goes into the wolf phase, if you can kill him fast enough, you can just kill him before he even goes into that whole jumping around shit, and then you can avoid all the hard parts of the battle just by being able to kill him fast enough. So
Yeah.
just being doing enough damage can be your best defense.
We were already a bit overpowered the first time around by the time we got here. We leveled too much, I think.
Yeah. Well, and then we also got our gear figured out, which matters more, you know. So our gear is like ready for like level 75 content, and this is a level 64 zone, right? And the way you're gonna figure that out is in this next part.
See.
So let's go back to the camp and then let's watch this little end part here.
Let me sell my stuff before I click on him. That ends the game, right? Restarts the game.
Yes. The whole thing. Oh fuck! You can't sell your stuff. Just they force you into this thing. You can't do anything. See where we are right now?
You can't even sell your shit. Nothing special dropped. I had no special items drop. What the
I got an
fuck?
exalted orb.
Did I get any special items?
It's random. It's rare.
I did get something.
It's random.
I know.
If you
But
run
I'm
him,
my great charm.
if you run,
Now,
you're
it's time
20%.
to
Yeah.
depart it.
As I say, you need to get your shit to about 150%.
See about the
on your rings because you have ingenuity.
What's happening?
Anyways, I'm not gonna talk right now. Dirty clip
Oh,
down.
yeah.
What do we
True.
do? Hurry! Help me get her inside.
Oh, you just
Now
started.
then, it is time we departed. Activate the portal, and we will see about it.
That just brings you back to the beginning, or is... Oh, there's a different ending. You said there was a difference.
Help me get her inside.
That was the great big difference right there. A 5-second. You know,
I see.
because in the ending of the first one it says like,
I take it that wasn't a nightmare.
the end of the first part, it just says like, okay, Doriani, you're gonna need your help, you know, or whatever, and then you're like, okay, and then you just run through the whole thing again, and then you're like, you know.
It just shits you back to the beginning of the game. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
But so I think like, you know, that's how they plan to end it. So whatever they're gonna add in between for acts 4, 5, 6, you know.
You're awake. There's a lot to go over.
It's good. It's
Get yourself together.
it's very good what they have done so far. I will say.
So now this would be like,
So this is this area we're in. What
so
is this
so
place?
this would be like, imagine now if in the full release you had just played through all 6 acts, and this is where you'd end up. Because like their idea was that this is what they were talking
I
about,
see.
is that they wanted it, instead of making it so they release 1, 2, 3, and then they like work on 4, 5, 6, and then they release the end game. They wanted to go 1, 2, 3 end game, so that way they can go later add 4, 5, 6, but the end game was already in there in the beginning, because they want people, because the end game is kind of like what they see as like the infinite content or the endless content, right? Because the campaign has a certain length to it, but the mapping stuff that you're about to see here is infinite or whatever. It's all about the gear and just doing it over and over. So maybe you're not going to like that. We're probably not going to do it too many times, but I would like to try to see how high level we can get in the maps. That's my only goal for this.
Oh, I see.
All right, let's go.
Can I drop stuff here at all, or no? I could sell, but I can't drop anything, can I?
This is a whole ass place. You got a stash here and everything.
Oh, this is a town. This is a town. Holy shit.
The new town. Yep. Oh,
Twitter
okay.
wouldn't let me drop. Look at these two. Real quick.
Oh, nice. I got a solar amulet. Solar amulet. I'm gonna chance orb this shit right now. Fucking Astromentus, let's go. Let's go. Fucking one chance orb. I'm gonna be like, Jerry, I went all in on fucking bam, disappeared. Fuck.
What were you chancing?
Astromentus. 1,000 divines.
Oh.
The chances of it happening is like 1 in 1,000. So they basically just took it away.
Maybe.
It's actually not a good thing to chance orb because those amulets are so rare. I should have used it for something else, but I'm crazy.
Remember you talking about that a little bit before.
It's better to do your chancing on like these sapphire rings or something because they drop way more commonly, and then the thing that you can get from that is still worth like 100 divine or whatever, something like that. Anyways,
What is this place we are in?
you're in the Cigarette Refuge.
You made it.
You made it.
Oh, I
Unfortunately,
see.
Rayclast was not so lucky.
Rayclast was not so
All of Rayclast was destroyed.
It has been devastated by the cataclysm and is no longer habitable.
No longer habitable.
Grieving would only be a waste
What?
of precious time. We must face reality and make difficult choices. We must cleanse corruption so that civilization can one day return to its former
He's gonna
heights.
cleanse the corruption.
We are living the worst possible outcome. But I did anticipate every contingency.
We can clear out the world of evil by one map at a time.
Yes.
Portals to a range of coordinates.
I see what they did there.
From here, we can more than simply survive.
We can reclaim the world from the grasp
from
of corruption.
Place waystones
Nice.
in the machine.
Place waystones in the
and
machine.
help calibrate the journey. The corruption at the destination will respond to both.
Refund
Blah blah
Atlas
blah blah.
passive.
This is just lore to try and excuse their fucking entire gimmick of I'm putting a thing in the Keith hole and I fucking give me a random generated map, motherfucker. But see, I don't mind because guess what? Helldivers 2, they did this shit and didn't even bother to explain the lore. They were just like, it's just random gen, guys. That's just what we do, you know. All right, so did you hear what he said? He said put
Speak.
and if you talk to him to go buy or sell, what does he sell? He sells only waystones, and so you should just buy
Yeah.
them all. Buy all the ones that he has.
How many can you buy? Oh,
The ones you can buy in
multiple.
infinite of, so don't buy that one because you can just keep buying it.
Oh, okay.
You can just keep buying it and buying it. But
What's this refund Atlas passives that he has on his talking pad?
so if you look at that, it won't even open. It's funny, you don't have any. But you're gonna get basically, there's a whole other passive tree for the Atlas, but it has it's related to it's related to mapping, so it doesn't have to do with your characters. So don't worry, it's not like you're gonna.
Yeah, he said there's yet another passive tree, mini tree.
But
and I was like, these people went too far.
It's related to like the effectiveness of the loot you get from the maps. So it's like, did you want to get this type of loot or did you want to get this type of loot? And you get decide like how you put points into the tree or whatever the fuck. But anyways, if you, so he said use the map device and put a fucking thing in it, right?
We're just in one of those tiers of a pyramid ziggurat, without any enemies, and this time he turned it into a mapping device. I see.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit like we're like below the surface, right? We're like in the top layer of the temple. All right, it's a map device, and you use that. All right, here you go. This is the end game content. It's this foggy. Oh, for you.
It's loading in a whole world.
Okay, oh shit. Yep. So you're in that little the ziggurat refuge. You're in the center right there. It says ziggurat refuge, and there's a little home icon, and there's like your character actually also has a little moving icon, but oh, why are these all cleared already? Oh no, they're not. Or what?
Oh, look at that! You can click to travel to the Temple of Chaos. You know what I never did do though? Hopefully it still lets me. Is my Act 2 trial thing I never did.
I didn't realize that all these things are shared between all my characters. I already cleared all these maps, and it's already cleared on here. I thought it would be separate for each player, or each character I made, you know? That's kind of cool, because that means you're making a collective progress on it using all your characters. So if someone like me who makes 6 characters, that's very good, because I don't want to clear this shit 6 times. You know what I mean? Do I want to cleanse the Land of Corruption 6 fucking times? No. Do I want to use 6 different characters to do it so it's more interesting? Yes. So I don't mind that. I like that shit. Look at that, the Reliquary Vault. What? Whoa, yo. Do you see that right there? The Reliquary Vault on the left? You can zoom this shit in and it looks so detailed. I didn't... What? What? I didn't know you can zoom it in to the point you can see the fucking textures on the sand. You can see the glinting on the sand. Go to the left of the temple. Go to the left of where we started. There, that thing right there. Oh, why is yours not in the desert? That's weird. You clicked it. Oh, okay, you can't go there.
Biome water.
But so the Reliquary Vault, the reason that's good is because in Path of Exile 1, there's this thing called the Reliquary, and there's one of the leagues that they had, which is all had to do with like re-releasing old weapons, but with new fancy foil effects and special bonuses and stuff. That's one of the league seasons that I played, and I really liked it because I got a bunch of like super unique items from these Reliquary Vault coffers that I was opening, so that makes me want to go to that place, but you need to path to it using the actual Mario.
Oh, I see. So you gotta clear
Mario
this,
World.
And from this one here, you can get to here.
Yes, welcome to Mario World map. The end game.
I like it.
I like that shit. Yes, and so the one thing that like the major change between Path of Exile 1 and 2 in the mapping system is that in Path of Exile 1, you'd find a map, and the map would be like, so mouse over one of these nodes, and like just look at its name, the crypt or whatever. That's the crypt level, or that's the desert level. Here's an oasis. Here's a hive. The savannah. So in Path of Exile 1, the map items would actually determine what it was. So you'd find like a desert map, and if you want to run desert, you'd have to get a desert map. And so people liked running certain maps, and they'd go like sell all the ones they didn't want, and they'd buy only desert because that's like the one they wanted to run or whatever, right? Now the only thing your actual map does in your inventory, it's not even a map. It's called a waystone for a reason. That's why it's a waystone. It's not an actual map. Look at your waystones you bought. Did you saw them? Yeah. These are just like a key to go to the map. So if you click on any of the open nodes that you're actually are actually accessible or whatever, right?
Like this one.
Then you can, and it'll open up a little thing, and you can put a waystone inside of it, and then you can click traverse, and it'll say
do a tier 1.
So when you put it in, put the stone in, yeah, put a tier 1 in there. it'll say the monster level above. See, it says monster level 65. If you hold down Alt on the item, it'll show the item level. Oh, actually I'm confused because mine says item level 67. I thought that they matched. I'll look at one of these other ones. There's also 67, level 65. Here's a tier 2, which is level 66. Why are my tier 1s 67, my tier 2 66? What the fuck? Yeah, my tier 2 monster level.
Tier 2 67 I have.
There's a 68, tier 3. Monsters 67. Okay, I guess I can't figure out. I thought that the item level of the waste tone was correlated, but you can basically say, and you can know that the waste tone 1 is 67. Like the no, you need to put it into the thing to know. Fuck's sake, that's really annoying. Is 65. So tier 1 is 65 monsters, tier 2 is 66 monsters, tier 3 is 67 monsters, you know? It'll be going up like that.
I see.
So like, I wish the item level would match. You wouldn't have to stick it in there to see the fucking monster level, you know?
Yeah, that is really weird.
But so basically you can know that like level 10 or map 10 or 11 or whatever is going to be level 75 monsters, right? So that's like what I was saying earlier, like we're about level 75 powered in gear. So we should probably be able to...
We gotta beat 10 of these before it gets hard.
Yeah, like at least before we start to feel that it's hard. But let's just do a map 1 and then see.
Okay.
I want you to open one of yours though instead of one of mine.
Traverse. I'm just gonna traverse this one.
They're just doing the crypt or whatever, and then...
Yeah. These all take you there?
And so now these portals opened, and look, it says portal to crypt Cyrillin. And you can only enter 6 times.
Oh.
So if you enter to the portal, does it take one away? I want to know about the co-op because I forget. Only... Oh, it's gone. So for me to enter your portal, into your world, to help you, I have to use one of your 6 portals. So you just got 4 portals left now. It's co-op, it changes it, I just
If you
realized.
fail it, can you just use a different waste stone and you get the 6 portals again, or how does that work?
Then the map closes and you can't access it anymore. So you need to... you have 6 inventory loads to get all the items out. All the loot out. And the reason that with multiple players, you know, we each have a full inventory load. So I use 2 portals, but it's still 2 inventory loads that can be taken. So it's always going to be 6 inventory loads, whether it's 1 player going 6 times or 6 players going 1 time each, you know what I mean? Just so you're allowed 6 loads of inventory out.
I see.
Which is more than enough. Oh, nice. Linen wraps.
Amber joint special
Oh,
feature.
shit. Grab that emerald.
Emerald.
This is a cool
Are
level.
these big? Like, how big are these? Just normal standard size
So,
maps?
I think that sometimes they're actually smaller. Like, by the end of the campaign, I don't know if you noticed, but the areas are getting bigger and bigger. Like, that Agarat area is so fucking huge. The maps are not that big, but I'm guessing level 15 maps might be. I think it's because low-level maps are not huge, is how I think it is. So, because we're in low-level maps again, they start off small again. You're just wrecking everything, of course.
Well, look, these items are dropping and they're, every item's showing up again. Even the white ones. Interesting.
Oh, you know why? Because our loot filter, I only told the campaign not to show white items.
Oh.
There's a separate whole section, which is why I was having trouble getting it to work properly, because I have to find the separate campaign section. I need to re-edit the loot filter to do that. You're right.
I see.
Although I might need to think about it, because the white items might become useful now, depending on what the base item they are, so depending on the level and stuff. But the idea is here just like...
This area does look different than any area we've seen, so that's cool.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy, is there's levels where, like, there's a level I play called Hills or something like that. It's called Hills. It's just like rolling hills. I don't remember rolling hills level in the campaign. So that means they actually have tile sets. They're not just reusing tile sets. They actually have unique tile sets that weren't in the original game. That's pretty cool.
Yes, they've saved at least something for this part, so it's not just like a complete rehash.
Yes.
Yeah, special guy.
Oh my god, here's a hammer. Yes. It's like me, every time I go, I have to reassert. I'm a god, I swear. I have a
False
hammer,
god.
I swear.
The sound of a false god. Just to reassert every time.
Wow. We destroyed that guy. Do you see how
I
many
assume
comments
the
came out?
Exaltadors fall in this land like candy.
Well, and so, okay, and we gotta do another thing real quick. Let's try and clear this one real fast. And then we'll do one more map if we can. Still have time, I think. Oh, this is a bad...
Stu?
The enemies will spawn and you have to kill them all, and then they opens the box when you kill them all. Sometimes they spawn around you. I thought they were gonna, but no. There it goes. Once it opens, you hear that little ding sound, and then it opens and it dropped all its loot.
I guess I'll be trading out shittier items for better ones as I find them, you know? I don't have to keep traversing back and forth. Since it actually matters now.
So, that's pretty much what people do, is that they actually run around with identify scrolls, because they don't care about taking out the bad shit, so they only take out the really good shit. They don't actually, like, do what we've been doing, which is, like, unloading the whole fucking area of everything.
Yeah.
Nice. Map complete. Crypt is done. So
the
you
Exaltador drop like candy here.
Yeah, they seem to.
I figured as much.
We beat the map because all you have to do to beat the map is kill all of the boss monsters on the map. At some point, once you a certain amount of time or a certain amount of monsters killed or something, it starts to show them on the map. Which I don't know if you saw that. They're on their mini map. The monsters.
Oh, I see.
All the ones you need to hunt down. But now, if you open your map into big view and you look at the top right corner of your screen, it says all the information about the map. 49 monsters remain. Actually, normally it says 50 monsters remain if there's more than 50. As soon as you drop below 50, it starts to actually show you how many are left. So you know we're pretty much done the map, though, because once there's less than 50 left, you know.
It's a small map.
We can still clear it all the way. Just, usually people don't, because they only care about the rare monster kills.
This company knows their audience. Now, what happens if you die in one of these?
So now I don't remember this exactly because it's been a while since I've played the maps in Path of Exile 1. I'm playing Path of Exile 1 now again, but I'm still not at the maps part yet. I'm level 45. But I think I remember that you get to you lose a portal and you get to use another portal to go in, right?
Okay.
I think it's different in Path of Exile 2, though. I think you lose access to the map fully.
Oh.
If you die.
So then is the Mario map on the map, the big map, will disappear forever?
No, you just...
You're not able to complete that map? Or
no,
how does that work?
you need to use another waystone to open it.
Another waystone.
And it would be another... And then all the enemies would respawn. It would be completely different, random generated.
You should do a hardcore mode where if you fuck it up, you literally lose that node on the map, the world map, and then you can never progress further. With your game.
They do have a hardcore mode where if you die, you lose your character permanently. Do you want that? Like that shit? Alright, 0 monsters.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
0 monsters remain. We fully cleared it, actually.
So there's no, like, exiting. There's you just teleport out.
Yep.
Alright, very good.
Right now...
This is what you
Now there
do in
is...
the end game. You go on cleansing the world, one bit at a time.
Yep. Well, alright, now let me show you one more thing, which kind of an important part of my microtransaction $480 set thing, right? You want to go look at my hideout real quick?
One moment.
When you're ready, when you're ready.
Why didn't he identify my shit? I clicked on identify items. Didn't identify all of them. The fuck? Or maybe he did. Maybe I'm stupid. I'm stupid.
The red ones are also red if you don't have enough stats to wear it.
Look in the guild stash. I put 2 items you want to look at.
I want to look at what this linen wraps is. Killjoy linen wraps.
It's exceptional.
Ooh. My character says the craftsmanship. It's exceptional. He must love it. Life flasks do not recover life. What? On-kill effects happen twice. Whoa.
What? That's cool.
That's a cool, unique ability. like that kind of stuff. Anyways, I'll put them away.
Those 2 items I put
Sorry, where are they?
on the red tab. Just, I don't know if these are any good. That's a really high evasion rating, I noticed, on that armor.
This one? Oh,
Yeah,
700. Nice.
Beast Veil.
Nice. It actually rolled the flat evasion and the percent evasion. Didn't roll very high, but what's nice is that you see this expert pathfinder coat. You see it says 26% reduced slowing potency of debuffs on you. The one you put in there on left.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, the actual it's a body armor with an implicit property, which is not normally on body armors. You see that? Reducing slow potency.
Reduces the slowing potency.
But there's another one, not this one, but there's another armor that starts to drop in these high level areas, which gives life, max life as the implicit. So you can get double life on it, on a chest armor. Like you can get like implicit life and explicit life. But that's really high evasion. Yeah, we'll look at that. I mean, this might even need to be sold, actually, because 700 is really high. I don't know, because I'm not sure, because pure evasion, that might not be high. But if it was 700 evasion, 200 energy shield, then it would be really, really high. But that's because the maximum on hybrid armors is lower than the pure ones. I think you can get over 1,000 evasion on pure evasion chest armor pretty easily. So I'll just have to price check that shit later.
Do you always, is there an advantage to fully identifying the waystones and then doing the second tier identify and then doing regal? Is there...
That's actually literally the next part I was about to talk about, but you need to come to my my place first before I will talk about it.
Come to your place?
You must come to my hideout, yeah.
Oh, I can do that now? Was I able to do that earlier?
Yeah, but you said no.
I don't remember you asking me.
You said, no, hold on, I gotta sell stuff. Okay, just click my thing.
Okay.
Click on the left. There you go.
Well, this is what you really get out of this $400 pack.
Yeah, this is the thing that, like, people probably, if they're wanting to pay $480, this is probably the actual item they're doing it for, is the hideout. You get this exclusive hideout, which will not become available later. Like, you probably will not be able to buy this hideout later. You know? So for me, it was actually this is
fancy as shit.
It's called the Beacon of Salvation.
Take some screenshots of this.
You have come to the gods' home realm now.
Wow, look at this shit. You gotta put in the video title in parentheses, hideout, new hideout or something. Expensive hideout, I don't know.
So this is, and you can move the waypoint. The waypoint didn't start here, by the way. So hold on a second. Actually, I'm gonna export my hideout.
What a fancy mountain hideout. I love the verticality. Having a hideout with verticality, that's fucking epic.
So I saved this as the Beacon of Salvation 0.1 hideout, so I can import and load the original way that this looked. But you see all my little animals up here? You see I've blocked them in here with this thing.
Kiwis.
I've blocked them in here so they can't escape. But also when players enter your hideout, they enter wherever you put your waypoint. So this is not where the waypoint started by default. But I think this is the coolest spot, because look down there. See the fucking map device down there? Down here on the right?
Oh, yeah.
Down there, the docks there. So let's go down there. So I can go edit.
Do you know if you stand here at the top and zoom in, you get a more view, like vertical view or whatever. You could see what's up there. The other islands and shit. That's pretty cool.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You get more of a view of what's around. Oh, and then you moved your little block. I noticed you roadblocked, so nobody can get out until you let them out.
Well, it's mostly for my kiwi. I want the kiwis trapped up there so they can't get out.
I see.
But then the other thing is that there's a thing in Path of Exile 1 you can put in your hideout, which is a warp rune that lets you teleport from one part of your hideout to another. And so I want to use that to access other parts of my base, but they don't have that in Path of Exile 2 yet. To turn off the edit.
Very nice. I'm screenshotting this shit.
Yeah, so you get a whole ass, like, what is this, like a Ancient Greece.
Mountain villa.
It's like
Ancient mountain villa.
Ancient Greece style or something, or what is this?
Yeah, something. I know if you actually bought a house, an island mansion villa like this in Italy, it would probably cost you many millions of dollars for
Yep.
a property like this.
And you would need probably many servants to help maintain it and stuff, you know?
Yes, need
Look, you have
gardeners
a
and
courtyard.
everything.
This can all be decorated too, by the way. That's what I like, of course.
Yeah, this is super nice.
This
I would say is maybe actually worth the amounts of money you're paying.
do you know why I ended up paying this amount of fucking money? I was perfectly content with being at the $100 fucking tier, by the way. Perfectly content. I got $30, upgraded it once to 60, upgraded it again for 40. That's it. I'm a peasant, you know? This motherfucker invited me to his hideout, and I was like, he's like showing me around, and I was like, this is the coolest hideout I've ever seen. I was like, how much is it? Where'd you get it? It's like, this is from a drop. Don't you need to get the mapping part? I haven't gotten there yet. And he's like, it's from the supporter pack. And I was like, oh, okay. Is it like one of the higher tiers? And he's like, it's the highest tier. And I was like, fuck!
He's trying to be humble.
He's trying to not. Yeah, he's embarrassed. That's how I feel about it too. It's like
it's the highest tier. You're like, God damn it. He goes, as you leave, he says, well, enjoy spending your money now. Bye.
Well, no, it was even more like this. It was like, I was like, oh fuck, now I'm gonna have to get it. And he's like, he's probably not gonna get it. This fucking peasant. That's what he thought. He probably was like, he's like,
everyone says that. Oh, I'll have to get this, and then no one's gonna get it.
No one's getting it. He's like,
I'm one of you. I'm rich like you.
Everyone says that. Little did he know, all he needed to do was
you.
click 2 buttons, extract a tiny bit of crypto, tiny fraction of crypto from the crypto god lord. Wing! And then there's a $500. Anyways.
Hey, this thing works now. The other tree, the new tree.
Wait, hold on. Let me show you one more thing. Which is I will load now the initial state. So I will import my original default version, right? Bing! Oh, fuck.
Oh.
I'm in the table. Hold on.
Luckily, I was not in the table.
Stand over here and then do it. What? Oh.
The statue's gone?
I must have saved it like after I moved this. I swear I didn't move that yet. Hold on. I need to edit this thing. This thing was definitely here. Here's my decorations. It's called...
We got full meals on the table. Very nice.
Is this shit? I can't believe I changed this. Right, it's like this.
Oh yeah, super nice. Cannot use other people's map devices, it says.
Did I have it centered-ish?
Yeah. Looks like it.
Alright, so now... Oh, fuck, I'm in it. One moment. Like, you can move it into yourself when and then you can't move. You just, like, move it back.
I see.
So this is how it kind of looked when you first entered this area. It had this giant glowing light there. They had all these little flower pots, and they had this dining shit going on here. Oh, and then they had one more thing, which they had...
Who is this freak sitting on this chair, on this throne here? Who is this freak?
Let me put one more thing back. They had this right here. I'm going to save this right now. Export.
Who's the freak on the throne?
I'm going to resave the default. Okay, here. Can you look at this?
Who's the freak on the throne?
What?
The freak on this throne here.
What the fuck?
Fuck is that?
I didn't know
A
there's
wizard.
I didn't know there's a fucking freak. I thought I'm the freak. I'm the throne. That's my
He's
throne.
got like a pointed head.
Get the
fucking
fuck
helmet.
out of my throne. What the fuck is doing in my throne? The fuck is this thing?
Comes with a freak show.
Is it actually
I love
part
it.
of it?
I love it. I think so.
What the fuck?
The map wizard.
Okay, he better open the portal for me or something. Okay, so let's talk about... Let's look at the rest of this real quick and then come back here to the map device. I just want to show you the beach part. So this is how it looks by default. They had a waypoint here illuminating the entrance. This is like where people would teleport in right here. Is this waypoint?
Look at that well. Look how fancy the well is.
Oh, that's one of the things I placed. That's when I placed items.
Oh,
so this
nice.
is just
it looks like it belongs there.
Yeah, doesn't it? This is like a normal, like just an empty courtyard. I was like, a well would fit perfectly in the middle of this.
Yes.
Anyways, let's go down.
How do you go down to the beach?
Down here.
Oh.
And there's actually, if you look over here, There's another exit to the thing on the side, which I didn't see earlier, but you can exit this building on the side too.
Oh shit!
So we're just
Over
back.
here?
We're back in here. No, on the where you just went, where you were.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
On this side, it's just cliffs, but out here, you can. This is like a shortcut down to your docks, basically over here. And you go down this way.
Show me the beach. I want to take a screenshot of this area. It looks really cool. Going down to the beach.
And so,
just the verticality shit's really cool.
So one of the reasons I put the fucking waypoint up there is because, can you go down to the bottom now? I wanted players to come in on the waypoint up here.
And see it down here, yes.
Yeah, because the other guy who showed me, he had this whole top area blocked off. And I was like, are you insane? This is the best spot on the whole thing. You want players to come in like right here where you could see them.
He's sure paid a lot of money, but doesn't have much brains.
I want the map device down there where you are on the docks. So when people come in, they could see that like I have my fancy glass portals down there. Because they got to know I'm a god, right? So like the fancy glass portals will be down there. They're looking down from up here being like, oh, and then they see me. And then I go, hold on. And then they watch the little Batman go, like running up the stairs. And then it's like, and then I arrive at them and I trade with them. And I go run back to my...
You know the gold statues you had, and you showed me many times in your other hideout in the first game?
Oh, yeah.
The gold and naked female statue
They don't work in here yet.
Do you think those will ever come across?
Yes, they better.
Can you place multiple versions? Or
now that you say that,
now
now I'm confused because they might not, because they're naked and they were made in a time before...
Yeah, a time before modern times of safety.
Because in the original first game...
Option.
Those gold statues were actually enemies because there's a part of the game where you're going through like a statue building and then the statues come to life and stuff. So it actually made sense. But anyways.
So can you just put one copy of them or multiple?
I have more than one because I have like 8 of them in my. I think you could put like as many as you want. Certain things are limited.
Up the path as you're going here, like maybe the golden statues leading up the path. I don't know.
All right, there's one more thing down here. You notice there's a little boat here?
Yes, can you actually... Oh, you can use that, can't you? Holy shit.
So you click on it.
Your arms, legs, hooks and pegs. Oops. You might want to hold on.
Can you get on there?
No, I think you need to get out of the way, and I think I can.
Look at that.
I have my own boat.
Wow.
And we each have a boat. And then you could, like, race each other and shit is what they're saying. Of course, that's, silly, but... So what's here? Look, you can look at the map. There's a whole other there's 4 little islands. God. Yep. You have your own little boat guy. Which is, this is cool the first time. It's a little bit of a gimmick because, like, oh, you hit a rock here. But, like, the idea would be, like, maybe you would be able to decorate it, one of the islands or something. And I'd have, if you have a guild. But then the weird thing is you can't use this as a guild hideout. Like, what the actual fuck? Why not? Why can't you, if you spent this much money, why can't you use it? To get off, you have to click on the little thingy on the dock that's over here. It's like a little circular rope attachment thingy. Whatever, I don't know what these are called, but they attach ropes to them.
A mooring thing, a mooring. I think is what it's called.
Dock. I don't know.
Wow, I'm taking more screenshots. This place is very cool. I like it. This is a proper hideout. The hideout you had in Path of Exile 1, which I think was the best you can do in that game, right?
It was like the deserted island. It was just like one island, kind of, and you decorate it.
Next level in comparison.
It'll take me many hours to decorate this whole place. I could turn this one into a sex slave dungeon. Like, this is Epstein's Island, I think.
Immediately Epstein's Island. Immediately.
I mean,
Like, turn this into a sex dungeon? Is that what Epstein did when he got his island? He first went to, he was just like, yes, I could turn this into a...
Pretty much, yeah.
He's like, I'm a billionaire, I have island. Next step. Is that what billionaires do? Can you actually put something of... Like, can you put the mapping thing here if you wanted? I guess you could. It's insane, but you could do it.
Let's do it. I could put the waypoint here. So now if people come
and
here...
they have to sail. Wow.
This is... Well, yeah. Or they could just... This is where they enter. Maybe this is where you trade with them. You don't even need to go to the other island if you don't want... Ever. Like, you could just use this island. You don't even need to use the main island.
Trading island.
Yeah. Oh, the thing
How far does it let you go to the edge?
The thing that sucks though is that they only let you put one stash on your map. So the problem is that if people come to your hideout, they want to
reach the edge.
They want to use their stash sometimes because maybe they forgot to get their currency out of their stash, you know. And you wish you could put two different stashes so you could have one for the public and have one in a different location for yourself. So like the only way it works is you need to set up your public areas and your private areas and then put the stash exactly on the line between them and somehow block it off, but make it so you can still click on it from both sides, which is what I did in my Path of Exile 1 thing. Pretty dope, though, that you can like take your boat around and...
Yeah, I like these little islands they have as well. Little islands.
But don't you think this would be perfect for a guild hideout? Each guild member gets an island and you just decorate it and shit, and then...
Yeah.
If you could... That warp stone shit that I was talking about would be very useful if you could just warp to these islands then.
Yes.
Not having to take the boat. Boat is cool, but it's, you know, it probably is not very fun if you're doing it, if you're trying to make it useful and you're like having to take the boat every time, wasting your time on it.
Taking screenshots of the villa. A little villa on a little island.
These little stair details and like
Very nice.
Some of this stuff is decoration, by the way, like these chairs and stuff here can be deleted. So they're like pre-decorated. So when you get to your hideout, you also get all the pre-decorations with it, like these barrels and shit. You don't need that stuff there.
I see. Watch game looks, I think I should give you a link to this. I don't know if you looked at it. Jerry was showing me Titan Quest 2 coming out sometime this year.
Welcome aboard.
Did you see the video?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, that actually looks amazing. The waterfall and stuff. What the fuck? I didn't realize that. I didn't realize
this, maybe even better.
2025. I didn't realize this was gonna be the fucking year of the ARPGs. What the fuck?
The full 3D comeback of ARPGs.
Yeah, it's almost like they're like, hey, we can do full quality, which will make these type of games way more accessible this time around, right?
Yes. I'm impressed by this. I'm impressed with what's happening in gaming the last year or two. It was kind of a shit show in gaming for a few years there.
Yeah.
Now they're getting better.
Yeah, it was.
What's a trip without a bit of danger, eh?
Have we been on this island yet?
I'll be here. See ya.
I don't think so.
Oh, nice. This one's got a cool flat part here.
I like how it's always, is it always at sunset here? Like right at dusk?
I think so.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I haven't seen it at any other time, at least. Oh, and then the last island onto the right is the Pirates Cove Island.
Oh.
Hold on tight.
Very cool. You gotta go into the cove.
A bit of danger, eh? I love the smell of salt.
Screenshot.
What's a trip without a bit of danger?
Oh, look at that. Look how cool that shit is.
Bring me back something nice.
Screenshotting everywhere here. $400 screenshots. $100 screenshots.
Let's hope it's worth it.
Well, they sure made this area like they really took a lot of time crafting. Every rock looks uniquely crafted. At least they made sure they took the effort. I mean, they better.
There's eggs
There's
down
nothing
there.
Here, though. Just nothing.
Yep. It's just you have to decorate it all yourself, and then you could make like I don't know shrines.
Put stuff here at the top.
Shrines to your achievement. Like this is a good spot maybe for statues or something. I don't know. What else do you do? Like trophy room.
Cool.
Trophy room. I need a room just filled with gold. You know.
Who put that there then? Got your eggs.
A child room.
Jeez.
No,
It's like the supply room, you know, like the supply is the main island. It's just filled with. You're ready to go.
Mistress she is.
Video band.
Sailor's life for me.
All right, nice. And then, where do you actually dock on the main island?
These little things block you everywhere. You see those little fucking pontoons or whatever.
Oh, you can't go south of the building.
Yeah, unfortunately,
building,
which is sad because I really want to look at the thing from that side down there. Yeah, I want to look at the cathedral or whatever you call this
Yeah.
epic building.
Look how nice the water quality is. Like, zoom in on the water. It's really, really super nice, actually.
Bloody hell.
The sun,
the boat
like,
splash
shining
is
through
pretty good
underneath
too.
and stuff.
Boat wake is good. Splashing is good.
Just kidding. You're
It is of a high price, high quality. High price and high quality. Resident Evil 4 merchant.
Do next time.
Yeah.
Will always be referenced.
All right, so
It's
now
just a classic.
let me show you this real quick. I'm gonna load my other one. So I thought, of course, you know, I'm probably not gonna take the boats very often, so I'll just I'm not gonna use this as a dock. Like, I'll put the map device here, put the throne out here. Look at the guy's gone. He's not in there. What the fuck?
Well, he has to be up in the actual large palace thing up there.
What? Where's that
He
guy?
has to be in his little palace.
Are you sure?
Hey.
Like what?
I think so.
What if he's just up there? We just put the thing on top of him.
And he automatically sat down.
I don't know about that. What? Oh fuck!
Well, I think in this palace you get a priest freak that comes with it. Yeah.
A priest freak. If you put it in the palace.
Yep. You get the priest.
All right, so finally, let's do this map shit. I want to show you. So you had your maps, and I want to show you this tab. Where the fuck did I put it? Oh, up here, up top. Sorry, it's back up top. I moved. See, I need to figure this out because the stash, the players come in here on this waypoint here, which I have a different waypoint, by the way. Oh, all my pets are gone. All right, so fuck it.
What?
I need to replace them. I guess that's not saved, you know?
I see.
I just need to replace them, but whatever. So the barricade's only there to block the pets from leaving. But now look down there. Isn't that way more epic with that thing down there?
Oh yeah, it's very cool. Otherwise, it's just a beach area dock.
Yeah. So now look at your the guild stash, and look at this new tab that I got. It's right next to the currency tab. It's a second tab now, actually. It's a new second tab. This is called the map tab, which is $18 fucking for the guild or whatever. But actually, I had one of these already in Path of Exile 1, so when the map stash tab released, I was automatically given a free one in Path of Exile 2 because I had the 1-in-1. That's kind of nice, which is why I also had all of these tabs. I already had 60 tabs or whatever. That's actually one of the nicest things, is that if you already played Path of Exile 1 and you spent hundreds of dollars on tabs, they gave you all of those tabs in Path of Exile 2. Isn't that pretty nice?
Yeah.
So that means that they didn't want to milk you again for money. They'll just milk all your friends who are playing Path of Exile 2
They've
for the
already
first time.
milked you dry.
But look, it's nice. Each of the map tiers has a thing at the top. So if you look at 1, 2, 3, there's no Roman numeral shit. So those are all tier 1, those are all tier 2, these are all tier 3 waystones. And then each one has these mini tabs, which I named those tabs under there. So
I see.
white question mark means the white waystones that don't have any properties yet. They're not magic yet. And it also means the magic ones as well. But then you look at the next tab, the yellow rare tab. Like look at the tier 1, because we don't really have any higher ones yet. Yeah, like tier 1, we have like a fuck ton of rare maps, right? Now look at what's on one of these rare maps. Like look at this one. So why would you want to increase these?
For the better loot.
You get better loot, and it also says increase magic pack size. You want more magic monsters because they drop better loot. Increased number of rare monsters. You want more rare monsters. They drop more rare good loot, you know? Monsters have increased area of effect. That's actually bad, though, and that usually comes with bad stuff. You can actually get these to 6 stats with Exalted Orbs.
Jesus Christ.
Waystones, one of the things you could do with them is those Alchemy Orbs to give it 4 automatically.
Oh, okay.
But so then what you do is, now look at the category I have labeled Nightmare. I don't have anything under there. Fuck, I didn't sort them yet. Fuck's sake. Okay, well, let me find one that's Nightmare and we can sort it in there.
You're like, fuck, not sorted yet.
Like this one, maybe. This one's not so bad, but it's still just in the yellow tab. In the rare tab.
Oh shit, Jesus.
Where's one that's super bad though? That's like
It seems pretty bad.
but I'm talking about stuff where it's like, let me try and find even worse. Maybe I put it in the beginning. Extra energy shield, like the stuff like that's bad is where they do extra hits. Like monsters have 25% chance to bleed on hit. That's a bad one. There's ones where you get cursed with elemental weakness. Monsters deal extra fire damage, and then you also be cursed with elemental weakness. I've seen that shit. But basically, so some of them are like, oh, look, monsters have extra elemental resistances. So that one's like, you need more offense to be able to kill them, but they won't be able to kill you. So certain ones are just like, hey, where was that one that I saw that was bad? This one. So these two, let's just call them Nightmare, because these are pretty bad, right? So you put them into the Nightmare tab category. And then someone, like in our guild, because it's in our guild stash, like Jerry might decide, well, that's not too hard for him, and he'll run it, you know? But ideally, what you're looking for is the ones that got like really good rolls, like the, like that one first one we were looking at, the, this one. Because it's the only thing it has is monsters have increased area of effect. That's, you know, so I'm gonna put that in the easy tab under the blue section.
All right.
And so like,
sort it all.
I'm gonna sort it all later, but let's just do it right now. Well, actually, no, let's upgrade one of them. So just take a random. Let's try a tier 4. Okay, tier 4 map.
All right.
Let's take go to the tier 4 and take the very first one in the white tab. I wish I would start them all on the white tab. Take the first one, and then I'll let you just upgrade it. So you could do orb of transmutation, all that shit, you know, but just use an orb of alchemy on it, because then that'll give it 4 rare stats right away. So you pretty much want to, like some people say, you want a 6. No, you don't need that shit.
But I was wondering, can I upgrade this thing?
Oh, yes.
No, you can't.
No, you can do it. You need to do the other one first, though.
Oh, you can't do it when it's equipped. What did it get?
Use increased charges.
Oh, very good. Oh, I wish it would have got to 120.
Anyways,
no, I guess it doesn't matter. It would need to get to 160.
Jesus Christ, hurry the fuck up. No one's seeing this but you. I'm not showing your screen right now. You're just talking about some shit no one even knows what the fuck you're talking about. We're in the middle of doing something. Okay, did you do the map and you put it back in the guild stash? On the map tab or whatever? Yeah. So that's now you just made that. So increased magic pack size. Area contains an additional strongbox. Area contains an additional essence. I think that means, like, because it's a random chance to have an essence. So it means if it would have no essences, it would have 1. But if it would have like 2 randomly, now you'd have 3, right? Monsters have a chance to steal power, frenzy, endurance charges. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's just do that.
Okay.
See the waystone drop chance 70%. The reason that matters is because, so we're doing a map 4, and you can get map 4s to drop, but you want 5s and 6s to drop. And then you do the map 5 and 6, and you're hoping for 7s and 8s to drop. You know, so you need to progress your way through these maps. Or you can just go buy the maps, or the waystones, directly. Like, you can just go on to trade and buy a bunch of level 14 maps if you wanted right now.
So you take that one.
So I'll take this, and I want to show you this. I haven't actually done this yet because I haven't actually opened a map from here yet. But this is where I paid all this money for, right here, this moment. All right,
What's about to happen?
We're gonna go to the Abyss. No, actually, you know what? I don't go like desert for fuck's sake. I like desert levels. Here's a desert. Yes, perfect. Traverse.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was wondering how these portals would open. I don't like it. It makes me want to put my own portal device, like a normal map device.
Yeah.
So it'll open in a circle around it. This throne looks cool, but now it looks weird that they're going into the wall like that, right? And the whole point of this was so I can go up here and look at it from up here. This is what I paid for. Because I was thinking, as when I saw the guy's hideout, I was like, I could put my portals down here, and then when people come in, they'll see all my portals down there, and it'll be so epic.
Maybe he already tested that and was like, nope.
Fuck. I think I need the normal map device, but I don't want to change it now because I feel like I might close my portals or something. Let's just do the map. Anyways, that's the idea. I'm gonna put because normally the map device opens the 6 portals in a circle around the center. So I'll put the map device right in the center of this circle here. And then I will, there's the portal. I'll put the map device right here in the center, and then these 6 will just surround it. And I might not have this. Why can't I just have 2 portal devices in my fucking hideout? Why can't I keep this one inside of the temple and put the regular normal one in, you know, and then I can use whichever one I want? Like, why can't I have 2 stashes? Why can't I have 18 stashes in my? Why can't I access my stash from 18 different places?
When you're rich, there's no limit. You can pay for it all.
Well, I paid and they still won't let me do it. No.
What level are these monsters?
So if you open your map, and then it'll show the stuff at the top right. 68.
Oh, okay. They're getting a little hard.
And this is where we might
Doing
die.
a lot of damage.
This is where we might start dying, so you're gonna be... Let's pay attention somewhat.
Each monster does massive hit. It removes my energy shield immediately.
So yeah, up until now you were able to just run around casting your combos. Now you have to actually somewhat think about your defense, but your offense should still be super good. Now maybe my totem guy is actually good because he's kind of like... His little bitch tactics work perfectly here. I run away and hide and...
This area looks cool, by the way.
This is a desert?
It looks freaky.
Sulfuric caverns? How the fuck did I end up in the caverns? I thought I was going to the desert.
Yeah. This looks like a fairly serious looking area, you know what I mean? Like,
and this isn't in the main game. This is not in there. Oh, it's well.
Oh, because I noticed it does make them explode pretty good.
We got a bad guy here.
But, you know,
got a bad guy here.
that crossbow.
Come under my hammer, buddy. Oh, he fucking did not. He did not participate. He did not participate in my hammer debauchery.
Now, of course, in co-op, it can still be revived.
Do you see this?
As long as both don't die, right?
That's a rare next to you. Watch out. I don't know. I don't know about that. Actually, I'm not sure. I kind of want to know that. Should I try it?
You can die if you want.
You can die if you want.
I'll revive.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm not ready to die yet. Ooh, look, see a waystone just dropped, tier 1. But that's useless. We just found a tier 1 waystone and a tier 4 map, so that's like down.
Yeah.
But what you can do is you can combine waystones. If you find 3 tier 1, you can make a tier 2. So that is kind of technically like 1/16 of a tier 4. You know what I mean? That just dropped. So.
What is this thing it says at the right where it says complete tier 1 maps 1 out of 10?
Oh, okay, very good. So that's the kind of the lame quest that you have to do, right? You have to just do 10 of them, 10 random maps, and then the Doriani guy will give you your first 2 Atlas passive points or whatever.
That's what that is.
And then you do, now he says complete any tier 2 or higher maps, but it means tier 1 plus. So right now this tier 4 counts for you. So you could just do tier 10 maps and do tier 10 maps 10 times and 10 times and 10 times and 10 times, and each time you're completing the tier 1 and 2 and the 3 quest objective, you know. It's kind of lame because it's like, it's literally just here, do 100 maps in a row. It's literally what it is. Here's your quest, do 160 maps in a row. We're gonna give it to you 10 at a time to make it not seem like it's do 160 in a row.
They should just put in the objective, this is what you wanted at the end game, enjoy.
They should have just made it so you get those passive Atlas points from some sort of a thing you must reach on the map. You know? Rather than every 10 maps. It's just weird. I don't like how it's based off of the number of times you've done it. I don't like that shit. But these are poisoning, watch out. They got chaos damage. Putting poison shit on the ground is what they're doing. So if you look at the, when you open your map and you see all the stuff on the right, it's kind of annoying how large of a block in it, how it's got a black background. Like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah.
But those are all the properties of the map that are being applied. So, yeah.
This can get real bad with some of these waystones. Real bad.
Yeah. And that's what the sick fucks want, is they want, and think about it this way, though. Imagine you're trying to 6 roll every map, so you're trying to put 6 stats on there. And then one of the stats rolls that you're like, my character can't do that because he doesn't have enough chaos resist or whatever, right? Oh, he's gonna do a bunch of cold penetration, I can't handle that, right? Some characters might be able to handle that because maybe they have way more cold resist or whatever, right? So the ones that are bad for you are essentially like a map you rolled that you can't use anymore. So it was a wasted map. And then that's why like the builds that characters make that are very good can do almost any map. But even if you don't have the best build, you can usually do... You still do mapping, you just can't do every possible type of map. What the fuck's happening in this room right now? Bad shit.
He's a special.
Oh fuck. Oh, this guy's bad. He's got a big thing. Slams down.
What's his name?
I don't know, he's dead.
Yeah. Something Tremblay. Was he a French monster?
I think so. The French.
Mr. Tremblay.
Alright, this thing can kill us if we try and do this essence thing, but we can do it. We just gotta do it right. Can't just open it randomly.
We'll clear everything else around it first.
Yeah. And then I put my totems down and then I open it.
I see. So many monsters.
I know, that's what the thing is. I'd say
Never
like,
stop.
what the fuck is this? Where are they all coming from? Are they being spawned?
Maybe there's a spawner, I'm wondering, because there's a lot, sure there's a lot of them. The actual front.
I know, that's what I'm wondering.
Is there a snake spawner somewhere nearby, for fuck's sake?
Yeah, let's look up here, because it sure as fuck seems to be a lot of these motherfuckers coming, right?
Yeah.
Let's just do this essence thing, maybe it's related to this.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Assault Shrieker, what a name. Assault Shrieker, holy shit.
Oh, fuck. I'm about to assault Shrieker.
Shrieker on you.
Oh shit.
Maybe it will matter that I get some points back into the energy shield regen speed, you know, that I removed earlier.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Thinking is that like it actually starts to matter here because it's actually difficult. It starts to get difficult fast. Which is what I was saying earlier. Is like, why aren't there this level of monster density happening at the end of the campaign? Why is all of the campaign easy mode? Like all of it to the very end.
Yeah. Why is there a checkpoint in a map?
Well, why did these monsters not stop coming?
Oh, it's weird. I've been looking around for the source of like a magician or something. I can't find one.
I know.
But yeah, why is there a checkpoint? What's that about?
It's just fast travel points, basically. Is what it is.
That's why, of course.
Yep.
Makes sense.
So I think the monster's up here because he's casting from above. Because as soon as we went south, he wasn't there. So he's probably over here. It's probably this idiot. This one here. Silver Scar.
Motherfucker.
Drop some comments on his ass. Very good.
Annoying
Motherfucker. Right now up here.
And his range was so far at casting his little snakes. Death Nuzzle.
Death Nuzzle or is it hammer?
Death Nuzzle.
Nuzzle this hammer, motherfucker. Map complete. Look at that.
I like how it's actually complete even though it's not really complete. Because they know the nerds. They know what they want.
Yeah, you just have to kill all the...
They're like, we're done.
Like, these ones are only level 66. They don't drop the good loot. Yeah.
Yep.
What is this thing? Oh, it's a shrine. Oh, that's a shrine. Alright, so
at this point they would just portal out as soon as it said
let's do this strong box over here. I wanted it to kill me, so because I want to try that, but so let's not kill all the monsters, but come down here and let's try this strong box. Okay, let's open this shit.
You'll let him kill you?
No, I mean I just want to finish the strong box so I can make sure we got all the good shit off the map. Because like strong box gives good loot.
I see.
Now I actually kind of like my totem guy. Now that I realize like he could just float around and then put totems. He's very survivable. Alright, can we pick any of this shit up? Probably not.
Blue items? I didn't even I don't even bother with blue items hardly anymore. I'm full. I'm overloaded. But I picked up any yellow items that dropped. To this day, I will not remember if it's called normal, rare, magic. Any yellow items that I picked up.
Do you know what? The other thing the guy said, by the way, in the guide, the second video he put out, Malice. He discovered literally the same thing I discovered. The Malice Scepter is the best scepter because it has an aura that doesn't cost anything. It just does on its own. That adds critical weakness to enemies that come near you. Don't you have Malice on your scepter?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so
Yes, I do.
so now let's test out the death thing. Some monsters up here. Let's see if they can murder me.
Probably some up here.
Yeah. And then you could try and save me after they kill me.
Okay.
I have died. Resurrected Hideout.
Hopefully they dispatched you. It just says dead. Can I revive you? There are a lot of monsters there. Oh, what the fuck? I also died. Wow.
Well, I don't think you could have resurrected me because when you moused over me, it says didn't say anything about resurrect.
It just said dead. It just said dead.
Okay, so resurrected Hideout.
I think your character running around doing his totem stuff. So I didn't die. There were a lot of monsters earlier.
Yeah, because I keep my totems. The way I use my totems is I put them. Look, the portals are all closed. See? When you die, you're just out. No more entering.
I see.
Yep, that's different than Path of Exile 1, because you get 6 tries. So if you died, you know, like 4 times trying to reach the boss, then you only have 2 tries on the boss or whatever. That's how I remember it in Path of Exile 1.
But it still counted as complete because we got to the completion point.
Oh yeah. That's why I was trying to do it after we already did everything.
I see.
The only thing you missed is you should have killed those 2 fucking rares, and then they're gonna drop some more loot. They killed your ass, whatever. No, so what I do with my totems is I put them down to protect myself, because especially if I overlap 2 of them, the 2 of them are going boom, 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 and even if they don't insta kill anything, they knock them around, and the monsters are just like stumbling around the whole time. I don't know if you saw that, and they're not doing anything when they're stumbling around. They're not attacking. So I do like. That's why I was like suddenly realized I kind of like my totem guy. He keeps us safe actually. You're doing all the damage, he's just kind of protecting.
I'm going to have to work on getting my energy shield up even more or something, because these monsters, even the little ones, they hit me once or twice. Energy shield gone. Life is dropping fast, you know?
Yeah.
Serious, these are hard. Got to work on my defense. Alright, can I can fully sell and everything in your hideout, I just realized. Up here at the temple. I can do it all.
Wait, am I actually able to put 2 of these?
You have been judged and found wanting.
Okay, I see. No, it replaced it with a normal one. See this shit? So I just wanted to see... I just wanted to see one thing, which is if I... did have a waste tone one here. I should open this random waste tone. Do I need to identify it to be able to put it in there? Oh, sulfuric caverns. That was a sulfuric caverns. Oh, the biome was a desert. I misread it. Sulfuric caverns biome desert. See that shit? Crypt hive.
Ah, okay.
Oasis desert. That's the one I was thinking of. It's the oasis.
And that one's gonna look like a real desert with oases and stuff?
Yeah, can you access one that you can see right now? Because I already cleared mine.
Oh,
can you come, oh, you can't use my portal device, for fuck's sake.
I can't use your, yeah, it says I can't use it.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Crypt, sand pit, decay, step, sand spit, step, biome, grass, Rust Bowl, Fortress, Steaming Springs. These are ones that are available to me now. Hidden Grotto. Let's just do the step. The step. Let's see if I can add an unidentified. Wow, you can put an unidentified map in there. Traverse. You don't even know what it is. That's amazing.
Oh shit, that's crazy. How do you know it's gonna be bad or good?
You don't. That's the fun part. Now
Okay.
I want to see how this looks from up here. Does it look cooler with the circle? That's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it needs more lights. I need to put more statues down there or something. Could be better. I'm not impressed with enough. I'm not $480 impressed. I'm gonna run in there just to look at it, but I don't actually play this map. We don't have time. Well, you should just enter to see, because I think the step one is a grasslands. Yeah, see, they don't have, they had hunting grounds as one of the, that's one of the grass type biomes, but it didn't have, like, hills.
I like this shit. This is cool.
Didn't have hills like this. Look how hilly this place is.
Destruction!
Like how I'm just like running up on a hill here and then running down a hill. It's crazy shit.
Yeah.
Love it. Like they're using height in so many different ways in this game. This is what I really like. And also, Titan Quest 2 look like they're using height everywhere, and Grim Dawn also
Maybe
used
even
height
more than
everywhere.
this.
Yeah, that's what was surprising. I was like, whoa, there's like giant waterfalls and shit with fucking epic height and stuff happening. And you're running around in these super epic areas.
This area gives me 12 frames a second. What the fuck? This shit gets crazy. The main game did not do this anywhere with this low frame rate.
King of the hill, stand in the totems in the hill. Anyways, so I didn't really want to go to fully all the way to the end of this shit. I just kind of wanted you to see the maps. We'll try and do a little bit more, I think, right?
With Jerry, especially, yeah.
Yeah. I just want to see like how high we can push the tiers. I don't necessarily want to do all of the content, because in order to actually do all of the content, like with you, we'd have to maybe put it like that's when you get diminishing returns on your actual hours invested in the game, right? You start to be like, you need to spend even more time to get even less out of the game. So
yeah.
Wow, look at these comments though.
I've sure enjoyed my comment build so far, though. Yeah.
And that's the fun part for me, is you finally get to test out your build in a way that requires this amount of firepower. Like my guy teleporting around on the map under the campaign mode is just too powerful, but it's actually necessary for maps, and it actually helps you do the maps faster, which I like. The proper challenge for your end game characters.
I don't think you can ever get, and I love my Fire Blast, I don't think you can ever get it powerful enough to work in these insane zones. I just don't think it's possible. I can already tell, I don't think it would be possible. That's how you don't find builds about it online.
Like, the thing is, like, I think you might be able to get it to do enough damage to where it could insta-kill everything, but it's never going to change the functional way it works, which is that you have to walk around and charge up a thing around you, which leaves you exposed to damage while you're doing your charging, and they can kill you.
Enemies, thousands of enemies on this map running around like crazy fast.
So the only way it would work, and I've seen that kind of, there's Flame Blast as a skill that they had in Path of Exile 1, so I've seen people make Flame Blast builds in that game, and they involve the Flame Blast being like so fast and so huge that if anything walks on your screen, they die. And then the characters basically is just like running around, and then like everything's already dead by the time they see it, and then they're just picking up loot. So Flame Blast could be made that powerful if you invested all of the effort on it.
Destruction!
And by the way, when the final game comes out with the 3 new acts, I want to do like an archer type shooting type build, you know?
Yep.
That sounds interesting to me to test.
Yeah. I like the archer builds because they're usually the ones that test out like a max movement speed stuff in the game, so you get to experience what it's like to like zip around really fast. Anyways.
Well, I just want to see, like, considering how cool the monk was, like, how far can they push the archer type character? What can they do in their end tier crazy stuff, you know?
Yeah, like in there's an armor which is in Path of Exile 1, which is also in Path of Exile 2, called Queen of the Forest or King of the Forest, or I think it's Queen of the Forest. I don't know anymore if it's kings or queens, you know. Which one's allowed anymore? But it's
this guy's about to kill me like super easy. Holy shit! Terror claw.
He's terrorizing you.
These ones are very dangerous for me. Only hits to kill and shit. But so I do want to play, after finishing this game, I do want to play Titan Quest 1.
Oh, Anniversary.
So much content we never played.
We never played the new Anniversary Edition. They released new episodes and
More
stuff.
add-ons came out for it.
Yeah. All right, good. And I never actually ever played back in the day Titan Quest into the higher difficulties, because it was like the original Diablo 2 was, where you had to play it 3 times to get to the actual final content. And so I never actually got to experience, like, are there good, powerful, high-level items in Titan Quest? I don't know, because I never got to the high. Like, are the high-level items good in Path of Exile? That's what I never figured out. Because I always just felt like the items in Path of Exile.
It's like if we had played this game to the end of Act 1, and we never got.
But I think, like, with Path of Exile 1, the thing that the reason I never did that is because I could tell that the stats on their items were kind of just like more damage, more plus skill. Like they couldn't do as interesting. Like why?
It wasn't like Diablo or this. No.
No, the reason people play Path of Exile specifically is because of all the different things you can discover and combine, and like, you know, and all the different systems that work together.
It's just a chill game. It's just a chill.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, but back in when Path of Exile 1 came out, not Path of Exile 1, sorry, Titan Quest 1 came out, that was a really good system. The skill system in that was, I think, better than Diablo 2, right? In Titan Quest 1. Like, the way that you get to combine your different...
It was more ahead of its time. There's 3 years after Diablo 2. But
you couldn't combine every skill to create a unique effect, but you can combine your classes. Remember, you can choose 2 different classes, and then so you could make like a shielded guy, a shielder guy archer if you wanted, or whatever. Can you pick up these things? The waystone? I think we're about to clear this fucking map, actually. Jesus. Might as well just do it at this point. We've done it all. Didn't want to. Don't die. I'm out of mana. He's crying. Orbital strike. Requested. Bing.
So then we'll do Titan Quest 1, and then we'll do Path of Exile 2 Expanded Edition whenever that's out, and then we'll do Titan Quest 2. That'll be the order. I don't know when Titan Quest 2 comes out. It's like, it sounded like mid to late 2025. Pretty sure the rest of this game will come out before. Because this has already been out for half a year, as I believe, or like 4 months. It's already been out 4 months, right?
Yeah. The actual
time flies.
The actual new content they've been teasing, it's actually coming out sooner than people think. It might be just April, beginning of April, end of March. Might already be, you know, these characters might already be obsolete. You know what I mean? Like, they might already be...
Perfect timing then, because I'm going to want to start a new character then. Perfect timing. We got this one to the end.
All the hardcore people who played like this game non-stop every day, you know, they're already like done with the game because they're already like reached end and they're like getting bored of it now, and like they want
what else can you do? You've already done all the maps. What else do you do at that point?
Hey, so once you've killed enough monsters, I think is what it is. You see,
finish?
No, like, see, now it highlights the actual monsters on your mini-map. So there's like 2 of them, but it points to 2 of them. So let's just kill those 2 and then it'll be done. I'm actually going to take a portal back, though. Hey, this motherfucker's trying to murder me. Orbital strike. That's like, I'll pretend I play Helldivers. Orbital strike.
Or you were fighting the one. There was one up down here I was fighting.
See, now the fact that I have to run all the way up here to reach my stash. This is a problem. This is a problem. My stash is all the way up here, and my portals are down there, and every time I come out of a portal to empty my inventory... See, you need to have your stash stuff near your portal, but then you also need to have your stash stuff near your public trading area. So I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do to have a stash in 2 different places, you know?
Yeah. We're done with this area. I'm out of here, eh?
Just trying to... Hold on.
Or do you want... Once I leave, does it close out? So I don't want to leave?
No, it won't close. You'll use up one of the doors. You can exit.
I'm trying to see if I can grab this superior item.
I returned with a full inventory
I
storage.
see.
Oh, this is area's complete, right?
Yes.
Oh, motherfucker, you finished it while I wasn't here, so it didn't count for me. God damn it.
Oh, what?
Yep. Complete tier 3 maps, 0 out of 10 didn't count. So it must mean that it does it right when you kill that last monster or last rare. I didn't know you were fucking killing that shit while I was in town putting shit away. It shows on your map, you got 2 fucking monsters left, and you killed one of them, and there's 1 monster left, and you fucking killed it.
I was fighting that one as you were fighting the other one, but I think you teleported out right as the one I was killing was about to die.
Oh, fuck, it was way earlier. Okay, I thought you just did it. Never mind, fuck it, whatever.
No.
I should have waited to kill him. I was dumb. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the mapping shit. That's the end game. There's another thing to it, which is like... Let me just open my map device. I click the map device itself. We didn't actually talk about this one thing. If you look at the map, what's on the map? Like, where are you going towards on the actual map, right? Like, go use...
Is it... I can't view it, but...
no, you can view it. You need to go to the map device. And you have to click on the map device. You were viewing it earlier. Am I fucking...
I don't think I could view it in your zone.
Then how were you viewing it? Oh, because you were in the...
From the main temple area.
Oh, okay. Just click on the...
Where is your map device anyway?
It's hidden. It's
right here?
Right there. It's in between the...
Yeah, I can't do it.
Okay, for fuck's sake. Alright, well... I'll just show it on screen and then you just listen, okay?
Yeah.
But basically there's this fog of war that extends out around you.
Yeah.
And then you saw the little towers that are poking out from them in the fog.
Yeah, at the edges.
So something to do with these towers. I haven't actually reached a tower yet. There's something at the towers that you get. There has to be, right?
So you have to clear the nearby nodes.
Trying to reach like actual objectives, and then the tower has a radius around it when you're highlighting it, so it must affect something. Like when you clear must like uncorrupt the nearby maps or in this radius or something like that. It's funny because you know what I just realized? This thing is a fucking passive tree. This map is a passive tree, yo.
Eh?
Like the passive tree is a bunch of connected nodes on a screen that you click with your mouse that are connected with lines, right?
Yeah.
So this map view is really just a fucking passive tree too. And so one of the things you can do in a passive tree is you can put gems into a socket that affects any passive nodes that are in a certain radius. They have that kind of shit here too. The tower is going to affect all these maps that are within the radius of on the map screen, you know? So I'm just saying that...
Just as I was saying how these people go too far and then they've gone even too
They're like
much
obsessed with this concept of like... their passive tree, the system that they made, like this node, this Mario 3 map thing that they used to, you know? But anyways,
Yes.
So I think like once you reach these certain objectives, like I think, well, we saw this place, the Reliquary Vault was one thing. So I think you'd be like looking for those, like you'd be trying to explore to find them out in the mists. How far does it reach? Is it infinite? Now it does have an end, or at least I stopped seeing towers.
So I thought you said something about only having like 18 or 20 levels to these maps. Seems like there's way more. Or I don't get it.
That's the tiers. 16 tiers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's 16 tiers of difficulty, which will determine the level. So like 16 is like level 82 monsters or something like that, right?
I see. That's as far as they've pushed it so far.
The space you
Yeah.
clear the level.
Wait, he gives you a book of knowledge. grants 2 Atlas passive skill points. Okay, so you did this earlier. And then how do you access that tree? 2. Okay, yeah, I already spent 2 of these on here. This is a whole thing. Atlas skill tree. Let me just look at them. Waystones found have a 10% chance to be a tier higher. So that way you can get to the next level. These are good to get because you're trying to get to the final tier as fast as possible. Because especially if your character's overpowered, there's like you're only one of the faster ways to skip to the higher tiers though is just to go buy tier 16 maps, tier 14 maps, or whatever. You know, you can just buy it, trade for them in bulk with people.
Oh, I see.
But I was trying to reach this node. 10% increased number of monster packs in your maps. That just increases the total monsters on every map that you play. That's pretty damn good. And then I think I was trying to reach this one. Yes. Swamp and water biome maps have 40% increased chance to drop basic currency. So it has increased chance to drop gold, jewels, barriers, inscribed ultimatums, socket currency. So you can do like certain maps. And you get these bonuses. Try to look at some of these bigger nodes.
Put my waystones in here, by the way. By the way, W-E-Y.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I thought that was funny.
Okay, that's good. No, so any maps we find, we'll just put them in the guild stash, and then we could, like, talk about them with Jerry and sort them. Like, maybe he has some ideas of how to rename the tabs better.
You'll be the one fully deciding which ones we're doing, because I have no idea.
Whoa, holy shit, this one's crazy. Waystones have 25% more effect of prefix modifiers or 25% more effect of suffix modifiers when opening maps. I think the prefix modifiers are all good and all the suffix ones are all bad. Something like that, right? So 25% of the chance it'll be better loot and 25% chance it'll be a worse experience for you with the monsters. Anyways, I'm going to put my point here.
Wait, so how do I actually get out of your zone? How do I leave? If I click my portal button, it says portals are disabled here. I'm trapped. Oh, the waypoint at the top, isn't it?
I need to think about the slash point. I don't know if I want to go up or this way or this way.
He trapped me. Look, it's just a tab called End Game. End Game.
I wish you could make this hideout into a guild hideout. Because you know what the nice thing about the guild hideout is? You can go to it at any time. Even when you can only come to this hideout if I'm online. Yeah, I have to be here. You need to come to it, right? And like, yeah. And you can't trade in your guild hideout. It's just, the whole thing's fucked. They need to fix that stuff.
Oh, look at that. Travel to the Trial of Sekimas. Travel to Temple of Chaos. You could just do it right there.
Shortcuts, yeah, yeah.
Now, how do I get to the actual temple? Like the starting temple? It's not guild hideout.
It's Act 3. And then now it looks completely different. And this is a literal fucking shit show here, by the way. So now, now mouse over the bottom part where it says Temple of Kopek, bottom left, a little bit down. Left, one more, right there, yeah. Ziggurat Refuge Past. And see how like there's like piggybacking the two nodes almost on top of each other?
Yeah.
So you can go into the present in Temple of Kopek, or you can go into the past in Ziggurat Refuge. Or you can go into the past in Ziggurat Encampment in the past.
All Jesus Christ, they gotta figure this out. That's
well, and it's even worse because sometimes when you're in certain places, it says like, you can't travel to your hideout from here. Why the fuck not? Why do I have to go through the big fucking time portal? And then there's an even worse part to it that the time portal is broken now in one of the places, so you can't actually go back and forth in time. So it's like sometimes it's a 3-step process just to get to from your hideout to where the fuck you're trying to go, because they won't allow you to just click from certain zones or whatever. Anyways,
this undamaged core. The use of soul core is to be expected. I don't know what that is. Something I never got in here in Agarat.
Oh.
Not sure.
Maybe that's just a sellable thing or something. Some sort of loot that we need to sell. I don't know.
And then I need to go to the refuge.
Yeah, the refuge is the place.
Look at the map device.
The refuge is now is where you either need to set up your own hideout, or you need to you should probably just set up your own hideout, to be honest, because
Yeah.
it makes it easier because then you can click that go to your hideout button. So you just talk to.
Hello there.
Here's my. Well, I don't want to do that right now. I need to go, but
Then you just talk to this person here.
okay.
Oh, you don't have the option. You have to find a hideout. You normally have the option to select the hideout, but it doesn't show it because you don't have any that you have unlocked. And so the only ones that I have unlocked are, guess what? The Dreadnought hideout, which I got from the $100 supporter pack, and the Beacon of Salvation, which I got from the $480. The other 4 hideouts are locked because you have to find them in these maps.
Oh, okay.
So you're not even supposed to have a hideout when you reach endgame, I just realized, unless you paid for the supporter packs. So, like, you're supposed to be here using this map device like a peasant until you find your first hideout, and then you finally unlock it. And you're like, yay, I'm no longer a peasant, you know, like that.
Here's my last question.
Huh?
If we're doing maps on your map device, mine is making 0 progress on mine, isn't it?
I believe so.
We're just going to do yours because we can't do double. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
so
I
we'll
think
just do yours.
I think that's what it is, yeah.
Yep.
Did you see that realm gate?
I still get to see all the areas and shit.
There's a thing there called the realm gate, which is that thing to the right of it. It's like a red glowing thing with blue shit coming up. Yeah. That somehow you use to like open bosses or something.
Oh.
So if you click on it, it says you can put a thing in there. You need a special waystone thing, I think, to open up like a boss fight. I've just seen people use that to when they go fight bosses. Like when I've seen farming videos, there's videos where they'll say, I killed the one guy 100 times. Here's all the loot I got. And then they like, you know.
Yep.
All right, next time.